Hey everybody. Hey Jam Fam. Welcome to the stream. I'm flying solo tonight. Actually, I didn't even hear from Lag today. I think he's off in his own little world, which is probably good. I had a pretty lax day. Got some food, like chicken sandwich from Zaxby's, which I've never been to Zaxby's before. Seemed okay. I don't know if I'd go again. It's very average chicken sandwich. But I guess I should explain how we got here. I was listening to the Game Informer podcast, and they were talking about games that we're currently playing, and Norco came up as a recommendation. Somebody had been playing it for a while. It's a point-and-click adventure about a woman who left home and then went back, and then she finds some nefarious deeds. Norco is the name of the town that she's from, and I played a little bit earlier just to see how it ran and what the options were and what the game was like. And it seems very neo noir, which is very cool. I think the protagonist is female. I don't know if I'll do a full on female voice for the whole thing, but I'm probably going to do just the narrations of my voice because they're pretty cool. It's written so well. I hope that quality sticks through, and then we'll see how the actual gameplay goes. But I'm pretty excited to play this game. Let me know if bingo card. Let me know if the audio is weird because it is a PC game and they tend to be a little bit louder than most. But I don't know how loud this game goes, so we'll go ahead and we'll get started. I do have a couple bottles of water on hand because I feel like I'm going to be doing a lot of reading. But wow, a woman, yeah. I feel like I'm going to be doing a lot of reading, so I'll try to keep hydrated. We'll get started. I think that's good. Shield hid the stars behind halogen, and flame projected onto the night sky. There was no such thing as silence. The noise never went away. The refinery exhaled an endless sigh. I could never sleep. It was so loud, or I still can't sleep without the sound. Womni jam. Fucking girl bossing. We're girl bossing tonight. Uh, I am going to answer this the way that I answered it earlier because this is what came most naturally to me. I still can't sleep without that sound. In your dreams, the towers were grand cathedrals, places of worship. The swamps hid behind mirrors like spies. The birds transformed into radiant spheres and traced omens above the highway blight. You spent your adolescence sleepwalking between little devastating rituals. Though Blake pleaded, you decided to leave. I knew he'd get over it, or I didn't care. Let's say, like, I didn't care. But for a while, you did. You caught out on a grainer to Chicago and onward to the West Coast. You never left Louisiana and thought you'd never return. You thought the ghosts of the lowlands wouldn't find you hiding along the road. The years carried you through overlit suburbs and the vast American limbo, across mountains, above cell towers. Thumbing down 99, you saw an old man crouched in a roadside ditch. He was mouthing your name. He had a familiar gaze. He was gone when you wiped the sleep from your eyes. You spoke to Blake, learning of your mother's declining health, her insomnia, her erratic behavior. You ignored the urgency in your brother's voice. By and by, you made your way east. You threw your phone into the Rio Grande, you joined the armies of the Mesa. For months, you were in the company of fugitives. You slept in nuclear tunnels, repairing engines and weaponry. The war was a meme that set Albuquerque on fire. You escaped while the foot soldiers of a pop-up junta bloodied the parched land. While holding in the berth of a freightliner, I slept. You slept easily as the truck shuttled through the plains. You called home from a landline in a motel somewhere beyond Texas. You knew from Blake's hello that your mother was already dead. You hung up, shouldered your bag, returned to the highway. 5 years had passed. The ghosts were calling you back home. Act 1, Lowland Ghost. You awake from a delirious dream to find yourself in your childhood bedroom. Monkey watches you from the corner. And this is about as far as I made it through. So everything from here we're all experiencing together. Monkey, your best friend, a childhood gift. You spoke with him often when things got difficult, but then you left. He sat here for 5 years collecting dust. 5 years, his eyes filled with anger as he challenged you to return his gaze. Staring Contest Part 1, Glyphs. Glyphs will appear and flash a pattern. Match the pattern to meet Monkey's gaze. Ready? Yes. Oh, Simon Says. You successfully meet Monkey's gaze with a cool assurance. However, his expression is unchanged. You stare more intensely. Staring Contest Part 2, Rings. Circles will appear over Monkey's eyes. An outer ring will shrink to the perimeter of the circle. Click the circle when the outer ring locks into place. Oh, so it's a timing? Oh, okay. Your stare was no match for Monkey's. Try again. Okay, so it's quick. Do I have to click on the eye? Oh, I have to click it on the eye. Okay, let's try again. There we go. Anger melts from Monkey's face. Take Monkey. You drape Monkey over your shoulder. How big is this monkey? Oh, is this me? Is it me? Whoa. What in the world is this? You. Oh, I can make my story. You were traveling. You're home again. Okay, you were traveling. Down the Pacific coast. Summer days arrived. You built a bike in a garage in Eureka and took it south. Generator shows on the beach. Interstate on ramps teeming with personalities. The familiar smile of the face of an old man in the Central Valley ditch. That smile burned its image into your eyes. Oh, am I like building my memories through like... Okay. And instead, if I do it through the Midwest, the freight cars rattled in the cold dusk as you crouched on the Grainer porch. The cell towers peeked over the flat country, translating the notions of the world. The lights of suburban Memphis, the fences, the traffic, the stark shadows under a lavender blanket of clouds. Afraid, tired, silent, and alert at each terminal, you watched the night decay for miles. Then what? You rode in the back of a van wedged between amplifiers from Chicago to Des Moines. You stole a heater from Walmart and brought it to the poorly attended house show. Des Moines to Kansas City to Denver. Alright, what happens if I go across the Rockies? Your friends went south and you were glad to be alone. You spent long nights along these highways in a shitty sleeping bag. You bathed in rivers, you watched the ocean of outer space, you watched the satellites travel along their course. You are home again? Because your brother needs you, because your mom died. You... Oh, that was it for home again. Finish thought. Okay, so then you complete these trees. Let's learn about that ditch man. The smile of the man who crouched in the ditch of a highway revisits your mind. His head was smudged with Wednesday ashes and mascara ran from his eyes. That's terrifying. Your mother, Catherine, I guess. Your mom died. The cancer metastasized? I never actually said that word out loud. It was in her liver, then her lungs, then it was in her brain. Ugh. She was on chemo, never finished her third course. At the hospice on Jefferson Highway, Blake said the traffic shook the building. He left before she drew her last breath. Alone with the morphine drip and the rattling glass. That's how Catherine died. Your mom, that's so sad. What about your brother? Your brother is a lot. Younger, reckless, gets in trouble, spends sleepless nights scrolling image boards. An edgelord, a shitlord, a sensitive soul, compassionate, foolish, can't take criticism, always needs money, Tries to help those he loves, but often makes things worse. Insecure, dysmorphic, constantly checking his reflection, always seeking validation. Was terrified of you leaving, and now he's terrified of you dying. When I think of him, all I feel is guilt and obligation. He needs to get over it. No love or anything like it. Metaticize? Matata. Your brother is oblivious. Your grandma once said that she didn't expect much from Blake. She said he was short-tempered, oblivious, and couldn't focus. Blake was sitting in the chair across from her, staring down at a tablet. After she left the room, you asked him how he felt. I feel fine, he said. Why? Because of what Gran said, he responded. He looks confused. What'd she say? Yeah, he's just in his own little world. Okay, so that's all the people that we know. What about Monkey? Monkey stares at you. You stare at Monkey. Keep staring. He stares with more intensity until his gaze passes through you. You become invisible to him. Little circles of light pool in the doll's tired eyes as they watch the infinite space beyond your being. The air hangs between your eyes and his, a vacuum of utter stillness. You look away. Man, you are so poetic in your thoughts. Yes. Oh, there's a lot of stuff to click on. There's a lot of stuff to click on. A sticker from grade school half peeled from the window. It's the same thing. Okay. What about here? Cool January air spills through the open window. The low sun washes over the neighborhood. A small flock of blackbirds dissolves into the tree line towards the lake. Commuter traffic glints along Apple Street as a pair of wrens weave out of the overgrown lot next door. Should I click on the laptop? The laptop your parade gifted you idles on a shoddy particle board desk. Wait, laptop? As the screen illuminates, you notice that the signal in the house is dead. No internet. It looks like Blake was using the computer at some point. He left the browser tab open. What is your brother doing? Need cash fast? Install Quack Job. Lol, the fuck kind of name is Quack Job? Just like the name sounds, full of lunatics. App's way of getting you to join a cult. Worse than the people living in a mall and a Kenner. You can't trade that coin they use on hardly any exchanges because everyone who knows it's a good Ponzi scheme. Oh, it knows it's a goddamn Ponzi scheme. Mods won't do a thing about shills, but they'll ban you on the spot for using a naughty word. Place is a joke. ClearNet's nothing but celebs, libs, and bots. Seen this exact thing, OP, still there? Seen at the base of the upper suction. This is just in a message board. Go up. Oh, there's a whole conversation here. Modbot. Anyone still post here? Oh, Sexula. Sexula. Nope. Place is a wasteland. Mods are all SJWs. You're posting. Nice one, jackass. Forgot I even posted. Wanted to run something by you gents. Man, this really does feel like a message board. Was knocking out a Sakalay in the spillway. Saw a big round glowing thing in the sky. Call that the sun, OP. Funny, talked to somebody else, seen it too near the Parish Canal. Breh, that's the sun. I see that every day, OP. Been rising and setting every day I've been alive. Drop it, fucks. Anybody seen it or not? I guess there's the internet knows of some kind of light coming out. Nothing like this, but birds in them swamps be acting weird. We've all seen the sun, bro. Relax. Looked like it was made of glass, maybe. Would glow real bright, then not at all. Move fast. Best pick I could get. All kinds of shit been happening that way. Did you get some sleep? Okay, then need fast cast. Okay, then they okay, so there's something going on. And your brother is curious about it. Maybe he's a conspiracy theorist. A flyer from a show your friend put on a few weeks before you left town. A fight broke out while one of the opening bands played. I got whipped in the face with a bike chain. You still have a scar above your left eye. After the show, you and Blake shot fireworks from the roof of a hotel in Podra Street. Sleepless and sober, the two of you walked back to Norco. You watched the sun climb over the grain elevators. What a fun little memory. You assume Million has been keeping the plants alive. I don't know who or what Million is. Among the books on the shelf is a slim volume called Crisis LARPing. The proto-disaster tourism began almost as soon as the floodwaters left. Punks from across the country ventured into the Ninth Ward, Gentilly, St. Bernard, and finally the East. They curated a theatrical self portrait of their lives in the ruins. The aesthetics of disaster were central to that emerging milieu. It began to percolate into popular culture. Collapse became the zeitgeist. Man, this writer is up their own butt. Wise investors recuperated the experience of disaster. New Orleans became a plastic dystopia, a marketplace for crisis. Interesting. I think that's everything I can do here. What's this? Let's save. Back. What else is up here? Go to title screen, quit game, audio, toggle CRT filter. Oh, that's cool. I don't want that right now, though. Okay. Linear notes? Liner notes? Oh. Alright, well. Overworld. Living room. Let's go to the living room. So it's just me and Monkey against the world. Couch. Memories of sleepless nights. The dull refinery hum in the red halogen half darkness. That is a good line. Man, that's a good line. Your mom sitting here staring through the window. There was a tension in her demeanor, as if you were interrupting some urgent and obligatory task. You'd continue to the kitchen with no words exchanged. But those nights were rare. I thought she hated me. She was thinking about Blue. She barely knew you were there. Was Blue like a dog? Did you kill your dog or something? Or do you blame yourself for mail? A letter from Shield Oil sits atop a stack of mail. So Shield Oil community notice. Dear neighbor, please be advised. There will be elevated flaring at the site of our number 5 stack near Good Hope on the evening of Thursday, March 19th. This will pose no health risk to residents. What if Shield gave your mom cancer? Is that what this is going to? If you have any questions or concerns, please contact the Shield Norco Office of Community Engagement. A family photo album. Let's look. Yellowing pages of disposable photographs. Your grandfather, a peculiar look in his face, impossible to read. Your mom staring at Blake through the obscure lighting. He's dressed as a vampire tugging at someone's waist. Pleated khaki shorts. A photo labeled duck scene of a barbecue on the lakefront. The man at the center points playfully at the camera, his face obscured. Turn the page and there's Blue, your father, though you've never thought of him that way. His skin stained by the sun, a canister of dip shoved into his front pocket, his easy smile, his knowing eyes. You set the book aside. So Blue was your father. The heat of spring will soon arrive and the mildewed air of the window unit will fill the room. A photo of your mom holding Blake as a baby on a beach in Pensacola, Florida. It's winter. You stand beside them, bundled up and laughing as a gust of wind rakes the beach. The sky is bone white. You peruse the titles on the bookshelf. The western margin of the lake. Many tragedies have come to pass along the western margin of Lake Pontchartrain. The unnamed hurricane of YW9D left the settlements of Frenier and LaBranche in a state of unrecognizable destruction. Those who survived did so by clinging for their lives to the limbs of cypress trees. The fables and secrets of those communities lie with the bones now scattered in the sediment of the lake. Critiques of deliberate externality. Shield has acquired much of Norco's most flood-resistant land through a variety of mechanisms. Madeira and Moore argue that one such mechanism is a process of deliberate externality. This theory posits that key corporate decision-makers encourage the company to emit effluent and noxious substance into the environment with the explicit intention of decreasing neighboring property values. This compels residents to sell their properties below market value to relocate as quickly as possible. The criticism that this theory often receives is that it diminishes the importance of slavery in situating black residents along industrial fence lines up and down the Mississippi River. In the words of Carter, slavery was the deliberate externality from which Shield continues to profit. Pollution was never needed. Fence line diaspora. In the end, we decided to leave Dimes. It wasn't the cat cracker or the smells or the fear for our children's health that drove us away, though they played a part. Truth be told, it was the media attention. The spokespeople and activists and academics and all this. I was done with it. I was done being a poster child, done being thought of as a victim. I wanted my experience to be my own, not something to be gawked at or dissect in a laboratory. This game is so well written. Your mom's unfolded laundry. Oh, alright, well, you better fold it because I don't think she's going to be coming back. Television? Look. An old defective flat screen that your mom never bothered to bring to the curb. And then, what is that? You turn on the television. A chaotic distortion of your mother's memories flash before you. What are we looking at? Something's on fire? Near a river? It's a factory or is it a cul-de-sac? Somebody escaping some kind of cloud? Was there an explosion or the smoke from the fire maybe? A highway, bustling, busy. A long stretch of light. It's the Silent Hill. I don't think it's a horror game. It might be scarier because it seems like this is something that could happen. A city skyline at night, smoke pouring out of something. What are those fumes, or are they from a fire? And that's it. The mystery, the mystery continues. Let's see, there was my bedroom, the kitchen, the front yard. Anything else I can take? Backyard. That's how I get to the backyard. Pills. Your mom's painkillers are spilled across the counter. Microwave? You've discovered so many dead cockroaches in this microwave over the years that it's discouraged you from using it. For several months, a dead baby roach was stuck between the clock's display and the protective screen, blocking the hour. Blake finally shook the microwave aggressively enough that the roach fell into the guts of the machine. Gross. Laundry room? Attic. Okay, so there wasn't a whole lot in the kitchen. What's in the laundry room? You're always frightened by the laundry room. Wait, why was you frightened by the laundry room? You're always frightened by the laundry room. Okay. The attic? Ooh. Is that a little toy elephant? That looks terrifying. Boxes? There used to be much more clutter up here. You imagine your mom gave it away as the end approached. Oh, so sad. I can't look out the window. I can't click on anything. I guess we're going back to the kitchen. Let's go to the backyard. Is this the future? Or is that a robot? I think this is my motorcycle, the one she talked about building on the West Coast. No, it's your mom. Your mom's old 4-cylinder 350cc bike. It has extensive rust and wear. Right, so not usable. Got it. A disintegrating crab net. Blue taught your mom how to make these, and your mom taught you. In the summers, you'd bike to the suction before sunrise. The chicken next to the bottom ring of your net, submerge it, sit there nursing your coffee while the swamp raised its voice. You'd come home with a dozen or so crabs snapping and writhing in a burlap bag. You assume your mom hadn't been out of water much this past year. Container? Your mom kept all her gear in a plastic container strapped behind the cab of the truck. Boots, waders, flashlights, tackle, first aid kit, etc. The truck. This truck was your grandfather's. You remember riding in his lap while he let you steer. The dead wasp that collected behind the seat, the smell of grease, whiskey, and nicotine. You and Blake would drive the truck into New Orleans on the weekends. No AC, windows down. The rattling chassis was deafening, going 75 on Interstate 10. Million had been slowly repairing the vehicle since your mom's death. And then kitchen. I guess the last thing, pry bar. What's this? A steel pry bar lies in the ground. Let's make a note of that. Million sits in her characteristic slouch, lost in thought. Her carapace has taken on the rusted and weather-worn quality of the rest of the machinery in the yard. You recall the night that your mom showed up with her. You and Blake stayed up past dawn, poring over pirated API docs. Her ragdoll mask was slumped on the floor as you wrote the routing procedure. You wonder if such memories hide behind her constellation of eyes. The robot regards you casually. Speak. So we have a robot. This is a world where you just casually have a robot. Kay, you're awake. Best sleep in years, or could I'm gonna keep going with this narrative that that she can't sleep. Like like everything is an issue for her to sleep. Catherine, damn, just like Heathcliff, yeah, just like Heathcliff. Catherine used to say the sound of the refinery helped pacify you. Perhaps that is no longer true. In any case, I'm certain I was no help. She gestures toward the motorcycle at the edge of the carport. I was turning over the engine on the bike to test the coils. It was quite noisy, but they're in good shape now. All I need is a fuse, and we can get it to. You can use it to get around while I finish repairing the truck. Omni monster name for a fox, please. Do. Oh, Great Gyros. Giros. I heard the phone ringing inside, but I had my hands full. You're welcome. Where can we get a fuse? Where can we get a fuse? The gas station just up the road has them, but you may have to persuade Troy to let you in. Were you expecting a call? Many people have been calling since Catherine died. Your brother's usually the one to answer the phone, but I don't know where he went off to. I wonder where he could be. Likely at the bar or bookstore, if I had to guess. Why are so many people calling? Your mother left behind a lot of loose ends. Great. From what little I know, I gather she was conducting research for a client in Fat City. I sense that maybe people would like to acquire that data. I am unaware of where she is hiding it. Perhaps Blake knows its whereabouts. Who exactly would want to see the data? Your mother spent her entire life researching this town. She knew histories that others had forgotten. History has a lot of value in this place. So who's the client? I haven't a clue. There aren't things she discussed with me. As the cancer spread, she became more guarded with her research. It's already feeling like this cancer wasn't a coincidence. She finally worked herself to death. I took her knowledge for granted. She always kept strange company. She always kept strange? An occupational hazard, I suppose. So anyway, I think that's all. So to get her bike, we need to get a fuse from the truck stop, and we need to find Blake, because who knows what that dude is up to. And also, your mom had secrets. Backyard, kitchen, attic, kitchen room, and outside. Cat? Your mom fed the neighborhood strays. They must be hungry since she passed. The Virgin Mary? Oh, your grandfather's statue of the Virgin Mary sits in the shadows along the crawl space of the house. That's an interesting sentence. Your grandfather's statue of the Virgin Mary sits in the shadows along the crawl space of this house. So your grandfather was religious, but other people didn't quite venerate it as well as he did. They left it to rot out in the shadows, but because they never got rid of it, she's always watching. There's always some kind of religious overcast on the family that they sort of hide themselves away from. I don't know. It seems like there's more to that statement than is on the surface. I mean, it's secrets, YouTube. That's just a theory, a game theory. I don't know. This sentence feels like it holds a lot of weight to me in my narrative brain. I think there's a lot that can be deciphered from that house. 3 times this house is flooded. The first flood is a shadow of a memory, placing your feet down on drenched carpet, your mom and grandfather ripping out sheetrock, sitting in a small RV in a backyard, setting dolls on a cluttered little table. The second flood, you were 14. The pumping station failed during a heavy rain. You were in class watching the clouds move upriver. You got a text message from your mom. Stay in Destran. I'll come get you. For 2 weeks, you shared a hotel room with your mom and Blake. She spent all her days gutting the house. In the evenings, you would help sometimes. The third flood, another pump failure. Your mom hired contractors with the insurance money. She said she was getting too old for it. You were bitter. You blamed her for not selling the house sooner. You stayed with friends in New Orleans. The fourth flood. The fourth flood will follow a slow hurricane, and it will be a calamity. It will leave the entire region submerged as critical levees breach. There will be a massive blackout the last weeks. Much of the sewage and infrastructure will be damaged beyond repair. The embattled federal government will do nothing to assist. It'll bankrupt the region. Small militant enclaves will form along the high ground of the Mississippi River. They will take to piracy and hijack the commercial shipping vessels. Private mercenary forces will retaliate in kind. Slowly, industry will flee this hot zone. The old river control structure will collapse from neglect and sabotage. The Mississippi River will again change its course. Norco, an old abandoned refinery town on a ghost of a river. Your house will be squatted and then razed. What the hell was that? Is this in the past and she's remembering? Is she saying what's going to happen in the future? Are we destined to... what was that? That was so weird. Birds? Hey, birds. 3 crows eye you from the power line. I wonder if that has any kind of meaning as well. I mean, you got the Virgin Mary over here. Maybe those are supposed to be the 3 wise men watching over you. Midwest Family Evangelion. Seems that way, man. I don't know. I feel like religion's going to be thematically important in this game, maybe? We'll see. Backyard? Okay, that just gets me to the backyard. I guess we're heading out. We clicked on everything around town. Home, Norco, Louisiana. Shield Oil Refinery is the only thing we can click on. Sprawling Shield Industrial Complex. Long ago was a plantation land, cheap and abundant along the Mississippi River. The refinery grew in stages, slowly displacing surrounding neighborhoods. The chemical annex came online later. Children of the enslaved became the neighbors of this machine. Towers. Carbon and alloy and stainless steel. Among the columns sits the catalytic cracking unit that rocked the town. Pipelines. The webwork crossed high and low, over and under traffic and water and concrete, like veins, like gossamer, like neural circuitry. And the lights everywhere. Metal halide probing the river's expanse. Coded patterns of warm sodium and cold LEDs, winking, thinking, knowing. Saying something, speaking, burning eyes seeing. Something to decipher in all that Norco light. I remember Blue. Blue was her dad. The only thing that you do. When he died, part of her did too. Huh. I guess I have to go back home because I don't have anywhere else to go. Oh, the street. I can go out to the street. Padu PI? Padu Private Investigators. We snoop for you. Apple and Third. Sisters? The turtle. He crawled out the trash can. Don't touch him, see? He's dirty. No, he's not. Turtles are always clean. They live in water. Trash water is not clean. We gotta go, see? Just let me stare a little longer. He's pretty. Interesting. Snowball stand? A snowball? I call it snow cones. A snowball stand is closed for the winter. Floodgate Tavern, home, dimes discount. I guess Floodgate Tavern? Okay. Anything else I can click around here? That takes me back to Apple Street. Okay. The Floodgate Tavern. Many shield workers gather here after their shifts. It's closed. Should be open later in the evening. Alright, so I can't go there right now. Let's go back here and instead go to Dimes Discount. Freight loader. A freight loader is being repaired in the Batcher Woods over the levee. A film set. A film crew is set up along River Road. Several floodlights illuminate the gruesome murder scene. Two men stand pensively above a corpse. Approach the set. Yeah. As you near the set, a small, energetic man jumps from his chair. Attention, dumbass! Can't you see we're trying to shoot here? What are you filming? It's a detective drama called None of Your Goddamn Business. Any other questions? Sounds cool. So is this like a murder scene? Keep it up and it's gonna be. Hey, you know what? Wait a second. You from around here? Yeah. We could use some cultural expertise, you might say. We're filming a Bayou cop drama and all these knuckleheads are from LA. An actor on set turns towards the director. I told you, Kevin, I'm from Texas. Oh, that's right, Noah. I forgot. Your Harvard-educated daddy bought a boutique ranch outside Austin. Well, that don't make you a cowboy hoss. Now hush up before you scare off the yokel. The director returns his attention to you with a mild look of disgust. Help us out, will you? This script needs some work. What do you say? Yeah, let's make a movie. Chat. Fine. Great. Hey, Noah, get over here so you can learn something from this stupid redneck. Man, what the fuck you, man? The actor smolders. He whispers under his breath, I'm the redneck. Fine, Noah, you're a redneck, a real salt of the earth kind of guy. But as luck would have it, we came across an even dumpier hayseed than you, okay? So just take a knee. Alright. Anyway, we need some good slang. What do you call a villain? A bad apple, a lowlife. Crawfish devil? Bad daddy? Oh my god. I'm just gonna call him an asshole. Damn, I bet that Austin boy knows more about cows than you do. Austin. That's it? An asshole? Thanks a lot, William Faulkner. That's real creative. Now get out of here. You're holding up production. Ah, fuck. I should have kept staying. Like, can I do it again? A film crew setup? Nah, okay. They're not talking to me anymore. Alright. Well, next time I'm going to be real stupid. If I ever get that chance again. Here we go. So many evenings spent watching traffic pass by this gas station. Little has changed. The neighboring business still sits abandoned. The surrounding streets are quiet and empty. Well. Look who's back. What happened? Carnival forget you beside the road? And you even brought your little doll. Monkey. That's cute. Troy. You look like shit. Not even gonna start with you. How come the rest of your family's so chill, but you so uptight? Like you know anything about my family? Bruh. Ain't like Norco, some big metropolis. I used to go out to La Branch with Catherine and Blake while you were busy, hell, what were you doing? Bleaching your hair or some shit? And now they got all these clowns like you saying Catherine dead. They wouldn't let her go that easy. You're trolling me about my dead mom? Trolling? You're so damn sensitive, can't say nothing around you. Your mom was excavating all around the rim of the lake. She used to pay me to help from time to time, matter of fact. She needed somebody smart, somebody vigilant, somebody like me, especially with S.H.I.E.L.D. snooping around. I seen some wild shit out in them swamps with Catherine. What kind of shit? I won't bother telling you about it, might hurt your brain. Anyhow, this ain't story time. For letting you in this not letting you in this gas station. Goddamn company that runs this dump did me dirty. They swat me with an ATM machine for speaking truth. Ain't letting nobody through till I get an apology, very least. That sucks. Don't patronize me with your weak pity. If you really want to get through, go get me some of them pills your brother was selling. That might persuade me. Well, my mom's not gonna need them. Oh, should I fight him? I should have saved. I should save it. I'm just gonna leave. Get the pills. Psych. Fight. You joking, right? Trying to get wrecked? Alright then, let's go. What is happening here? Okay. What the hell is this? Damn. She attacked my monkey? Monkey can attack. Oh, I have to click on the thing. Alright, so you attack monkey. Alright, we'll do this again. Alright, and then take monkey. Not throwing hands with a drum and bass soundtrack just like my 20s. There we go. I ain't gonna give you no goddamn pills. Okay. I guess I could have gone and got him painkillers. Instead I just beat him up. Tight. Candy? Protein bars, bubble gum, breath mints, taffy, etc. Liquor. You wonder if this place ever started checking IDs. During high school, friends in the city would drive all this way just to get booze. Cigarettes. Immaculately stocked cigarettes. Because that's where all their money comes from. Look, there he is just laying on the ground outside. Fuses. Oh, this is what I needed. Fuses hang on the shelf. Give me them. You grab a fuse. I detect that you have merchandise in your possession. You must remove any unpurchased items from your backpack and scan them in order to exit the store. To use an item in your inventory, drag the item from the inventory menu to the intended target. Alright. Where is my inventory menu? Go. Fuse. Price scanner. You scan the fuse. Thank you for your purchase. It's a kiosk. The disembodied illuminated head of the kiosk levitates silently in the browser tab. Good evening. How may I help you? You own this place? I am Discountware, a distributed cloud-based operating system for American Discount Southeast Incorporated, semantic version number 16.3.3. The owner of this franchise is Paraloo & Sons LLC. Discountware is licensed to Paraloo & Sons LLC via the Standard American Discount Southeast Incorporated licensing agreement. This isn't Wii Sports? Sure it is. You just haven't played Wii Sports in a while. You'll catch up. How do you like this play? How do you like this job? I proudly perform the routine maintenance of operations and procedures of 227 American Discount Southeast Incorporated, franchise locations around the Southeast region. American Discount Southeast Incorporated is a model company awarded for excellence in business and community service. Thank you for inquiring about American Discount Southeast Incorporated. You know Troy, that guy outside? Thank you for your inquiry. I am forwarding it to Paraloo & Sons LLC. Paraloo & Sons LLC has declined to respond to your inquiry. Borco? More like Borco. So I Troy get fired. American Discount Southeast Incorporated prides itself on its outstanding mentorship and jobs training program. American Discount Southeast Incorporated works to ensure that each franchise location provides opportunities for career growth. At American Discount Southeast Incorporated franchise locations, we leverage automation and machine learning technologies to enhance the lives of all employees. To apply for a position at any American Discount Southeast Incorporated franchise location, visited American Discounts SE-ADSE today. I'm good. Sounds like fancy talk for saying that we don't want to hire people. We just want to let machines do the job. So, I guess we got what we needed. Let's head on out. Can I do anything at the film set again, or are they still kicking me out? Alright, well. Batcher? Oh, the forest. I can go to the forest. Oh, this seems dangerous. A memorial. A memorial languishes in the river mud. A 2x4 cross, plywood plaque, cairns of pulverized concrete. Sprayed haphazardly onto the plywood is a remembrance. Here passed the brave freedom fighters of January XW11, whose cries of liberty echo through the generations. In much smaller lettering, a different hand scratched fake across the board of the plaque. A horse. A lone horse drinks from the stagnant water pooled along the riverbank. And then the drifter. A man sits on a pile of flotsam, his head buried in his canvas jacket against the sharp air. Drifter. Stupid horse. The man's gaze stays fixed on the opposite bank of the river, never turning to you nor the horse. Yeah, can't stand that horse. A lot of stupid in this world. Stupid people, stupid horses. Couldn't agree more. He spits on the dirt at his feet. You know what all they dump in the water? Hell of a cocktail. He spits again, wiping a stirring of mucus onto his sleeve. What you out here for anyhow? Ain't you heard they got a criminal on the loose? Bringing the law around here. Make things harder for the rest of us. Best be sharp, young one. There's a criminal on the loose, eh? Well, this place seems inviting. Let's go home and fix our bike. Home. Inside. Kitchen. Backyard. You got the views. Good. We'll be able to use the bike to get around town until I'm done with the truck. It concerns me that Blake still hasn't returned. He's been spending a lot of time at Sarpy Paperbacks lately. Perhaps we should look for him there? Yeah, let's go. You know, being able to ride on a motorcycle behind a, I'm sorry, let me rephrase it. Being able to ride bitch with the robot on a motorcycle earns this game a lot of points. I think that's pretty cool. The sky bleeds a color you knew as a child. Airline highway passes beneath your feet. Million has joined your party. Interact with party members by clicking their portraits in the party menu. If you're stuck, they may be able to help. Oh, so is Monkey like a permanent party member for me now? Hell yeah. Million shouts over the wind. The bike runs much better now. You can use it to get around your visit. Where could Blake be? He spends much of his time at Sarpy Paperbacks. Perhaps we should check there. How's Blake been? The year that you left, Blake became uncontrollable. His behavior troubled Catherine deeply. He was beginning to remind her of your grandfather. After he was expelled from Destran, he began running drugs in the parish. He made himself many enemies. He put those things behind him after her illness, but now that she's gone, I'm uncertain what to expect. I should have stuck around, or this place can ruin people. Perhaps. I won't apologize for leaving. No one's asking you to, Kay. How have you been? I am always the same, Kay. Always the same. Is that bad or good? Whichever you prefer. Fair enough. What's it been around town? S.H.I.E.L.D. has been expanding since you left. Catherine took your grandfather's boat into the lake to investigate the reports of construction in the swamps along the shoreline. She assumed it to be unpermitted S.H.I.E.L.D. activity. She was unable to find any evidence of it. However, it was clear that she found something during that investigation. Ooh, so your mom, again, I think S.H.I.E.L.D. got your mom. What was it? I don't know. Perhaps you do? Haven't spoken to her in years. How would I know? Why do you care? So what makes you think she found something? I've known Catherine for a long time. Her behavior changed. In any event, something drew her to the lake in the months before her death. Alright. Do we click here? Sarpy Books. We're on our way. Teens? Two teens nod and gesture excitedly, bouncing between topics. Where this dog come from, bruh? Dunno. She been sitting here for a while. You seen her eyes? Them eyes are something, bruh. Yeah, look at the dog. The dog's eyes are weird. A stocky pit bull with piercing green eyes watches the horizon with a neutral demeanor. Can I interact with the dog? As you reach down to pet the dog, she shows her teeth and growls softly. Yeah, what is with this dog? It's so weird. Driver? A young man leans against the station wagon while scrolling idly on his phone, his silhouette darkened by the fluorescent glare of the payday lender sign. Started doing this rideshare thing a few weeks ago. Kinda hate it. Why? Pays like shit. Spending hours a day making small talk with randos is melting my brain. Tell me about it, brother. Nearly broke my axle driving over a pothole in Holly Grove. This is my grandpa's car. If I trash it, he'll kill me. Drove anyone interesting? There's all types around here. Some guy I drove out to the middle of the swamp. Was like 2 in the morning, asked me to wait. He got out, took off his clothes, jumped in the bayou, came up a minute later with a bag, toweled off, got back in. Found that'd be pretty fucking weird, I don't know. And a while back I drove some lady out to the medical district. She was an odd one. Seemed kinda sick. Asked me all kinds of questions. Do I ever pick up random signals on the radio? Weird shit like that. There's just all types. Sounds like your mom. Alright. Anything else? I guess we're going to the bookstore. Your mom used to come here to dig through the stacks. Among the heaps of used romance novels and westerns, she always managed to find some occult artifact. The owner is also the landlord. You imagine that's the only way he manages to keep a place like this running. Over the years, they've experimented with other revenue-generating schemes. For a while, you could get your phone repaired here. Then they tried selling vape cartridges, then Kratom, then anime wall scrolls, LSU yard ornaments after that. You remember seeing online that they were trying to do some kind of acupuncture thing. In the end, the schemes always fail, and only the paperbacks remain. Damn, I might used to come wild. Excuse me? What? Is that what I said? You want us to come here too? Okay, yeah. I got that. You wonder how anyone can read this dim and cluttered bookshop. As your eyes adjust, you see Blake's childhood friend Erica waiting behind the counter to greet you. Can I go up? I don't have a way to scroll up to stuff I haven't seen yet. I've been in Norco for quite some time. Perhaps you're misremembering me, Erica. Weird. Did she say she saw me? Hold on. Oh, I can't save mid-conversation. Let's go to compact. Okay. And let's go back to standard. Okay. I guess she said hi and she recognized me. That's really strange. Anyhow, Kay, you're looking rugged these days, old friend. That's an intense scar above your eye. Got it before I left town. And the minute you return, you're right back in the mix, huh? We're on the street as you clean Troy's clock. Sure shit did, man. That guy, my God, he's such a clown. God, he finally got a little taste of what he deserves. Sucks he got fired, though. Yeah, maybe. He's just so... rude. Precisely. But enough about that troll. I was keeping up with your travels online, but haven't seen you post in a while. I haven't been online much. I tossed my phone in the Rio Grande. I respect that. It seems more and more common these days. I've been avoiding my phone as well. Helps that the connection has been so erratic. Been hearing people chopping down cell towers, tearing fiber cables out the ground, trying to rip the internet apart. She nods into the ensuing silence. Back because of your mom, huh? Yeah. I'll miss the hell out of that woman. Oh yeah? I know it wasn't always between you two. I was around for some of the arguments. Blake would say she was a great person, but a terrible mom. I just hope you and your brother can find some comfort. I'm gonna say that means a lot. Thanks. Of course. I lost my dad a while back, also to cancer. He was also to cancer. He was a mean bastard. Picked up my sister and threw her one time. Ended up giving her a concussion. I couldn't wait for him to die, and when he did, I danced. But as the years pass, I find myself thinking about him more. It feels good to hear stories about him. It's always complicated with that shit, never easy. I worry about your brother. Your mom's illness was taking a toll on him. I watched him slip back into some bad behaviors. Have you seen Blake lately? Yeah, I saw him just yesterday. He hasn't been around the house? He has not. He said he was heading to Floodgate Tavern when I saw him. He may have gotten wasted. I know Gus let him sleep behind the bar a couple times. Did you know you were coming, Kay? He never mentioned it. I figured he'd try to avoid me. Thought I'd surprise him. I'm sure he'll be relieved to see you. He's been resisting help, but he needs it. If I hear from him, I'll tell him to find you. Alright. Crouton. So this here is the illustrious Crouton. We found him behind the dumpster out back licking cardboard. Whatever you do, don't try to pet him. He's a devil. I've got scars all over my hands from this damn cat. I'm gonna try to pet the cat. The cat likes me. Oh wow, Crouton usually bites strangers. He must like you. Why did that change? Can I try to pet him again? He seems to be getting a little excited. Alright. Wow, I've never seen a cat purr this hard. Maybe you two should slow down? I'm gonna slow down when I'm dead in the ground. Look at the cat. No, really, stop touching the cat. Crouton looks like he's fixing to explode. Oh my god, look at this cat. What the fuck just happened to the cat? God damn it, I told you to stop fucking with the cat. He just lost in the ceiling? What the hell just happened? What the fuck is this game? Oh my god. Did he drop something? Crouton phone case. You grabbed the phone case from the counter. What in the world was that? A phone case resembling Crouton. It's just a cat. What just happened? What the? Oh, look, the counter changed to WTF. Yeah, indeed. It's Erica. Okay, I love you. I know you're going through a hard time, but I'm a little pissed you launched the cat through the ceiling. Just give me some space, okay? Yeah. Yeah, you got it, man. You scan the titles on the shelf. Don't be a vampire. You pick the slim self-published paperback from the shelf and flip to a random page. Another dark and lonely night spent in this cavern of despair, hidden from daylight. Blackout curtains are all that defer my eternal death. Thought being a vampire would be sexy, but it's not. It's awful for your skin. I look pathetic. Also, blood tastes like bong water. Didn't think it'd be like this. Good Hope Cemetery easement. A carbon copy of a document authored by the St. Charles Parish Planning Committee. The document outlines the parish's intentions to secure a roadway through a 90-meter stretch of the Shield Industrial Complex. The easement would allow the descendants of those entombed to visit the Good Hope Cemetery. The grave sites are currently surrounded on all sides by the refinery. Interesting. Okay. That was a weird twist. Oh, I do hope Erica's correct and that Blake's absence is due to nothing more than another drunken night. My intuition leaves me with a sense that something is wrong. Do you feel it too, Kay? Does something feel strange to you? Are you hitting on me? I doubt lag's here tonight, Alex. But maybe. Several weeks ago, we're flashbacking? Greater New Orleans Neural Versioning Clinic. What brings you here tonight? I'm dying. I want a record for my children. Oh, it's Catherine. It's your mom. I don't want to leave my kids alone. They may still need me. I understand. And you were referred by Mr. Richard? Duck. That's what everyone calls him. Yes, Duck. We've followed his branch with some interest. Who hasn't? I gather we'll be discussing this in more detail as things progress. For now, let us begin with a simple exercise. I'd like to talk to you about the earliest memory. It's of pine trees, yes? That's right. Tell me about them. They grew from the concrete and cracked the driveway. And the concrete broke into pieces. They made your father upset. He'd see them and frown, but he'd remain silent. He'd quietly sit in a truck, dissatisfied. I wouldn't say a word. Speaking in those moments made you fool his mind. Your father's house was suffocating. I couldn't wait to get out. Yes, to have somewhere to go. We bought our little place on Good Hope Street. The whole thing was a mistake. When I told him I didn't love him, it was my father's voice. I told him I never loved any man. Was it true? No. That was a difficult night for you. It didn't feel real. Why? The spillway was black, the smoke was twisted, the sky was an inversion of some other sky. That sounds cool. Sky. It was corrupted, misplaced. It wasn't a Norco sky. Where was blue? He sat at the window all night. The east-facing window? Yes. When you stood over him to apologize, you saw the fire stack in the refinery in his eyes? I never apologize. What is this right now? Oh, am I supposed to choose one of these memories to save? How was it after that, in the time before he died? We circled each other in wide orbits. I'd hide at the center of the house nursing Kay and only leave when I heard him step out. He'd sleep on the couch or next to her crib. He'd sing her old Cajun lullabies, pet her head, whisper to her about his life. And then there was the explosion. When the cat cracker blew and they say he fell 5 stories. We went to identify his body on a Thursday night. I remember the tempo of the streetlights, the police scattered across the East Bank. I carried Kay in a blanket. She never cried. We were quiet, she and I. So this is how your dad died? It was like an accident from the refinery? No wonder your mom was always trying to find fault with the refinery. Tell me about this man. I would see him from time to time around Norco. This was many years back. But several weeks ago, Blake saw someone passing by the house. I think it was him. Why? I just do. The robot is no longer there to deter him. Million? Yes, could be it. What was your first encounter with Million? Let me think. She came to me in the parking lot. Kay was about 12 years old at that time. She knew Blue from his days at the aluminum refinery. I stared for a long time into her constellation of eyes. They swirled into a kind of desperation. I took her home knowing it was another mistake. You were reckless in those days. I welcomed any trouble I could find. What is the significance of this image to you? Well, I don't know. That's what I'm trying to find out. It's a sphere. It followed me in the lake. When? Recently, a few weeks ago. This is where Mr. Richards' branch factors into your biography. Duck's version escaped. A hard fork, an extremely rare instance, and grew into some kind of monster. It began speaking to me through the radio. It told me to install an app. An app? Yes. I think it has something to do with the thing, the sphere, whatever it is. But so long as it pays, I don't care. I can use the money. The app pays? Yes, I see. It seems that this is the last control point that you submitted. Would you like to include any additional thoughts or memories? Anything not included in the intake form? No, that should be enough. I will now begin disconnecting the sensors. A slight feeling of nausea and disorientation is normal and no cause for alarm. Thank you for your patience, Miss Madeir. Okay, let's do a save. Save here. Okay, so it's an Oculus that made them install Facebook. I think so. I think you got it. That's why I trust you with all the technology questions that I have. And then also, mark your bingo cards, because I feel like the music is loud. Atmosphere? Let's turn down the atmosphere just a little bit. Okay. No idea what Super Duck wants from me. Better check my phone. Check your phone? So it's a app called Super Duck Case Picker. Cool. Oh, wait. Wallet watch. So I have $10 US to quack. Is she using crypto? What's my mail? Okay, said. Oh, can I scroll up? I can scroll up. Just checking in. Please text when you can. I'm fine. Where are you, dear? Arizona. Oh, okay, so I'm texting my daughter. I'm texting Kay. Where in Arizona? I don't know. Love you. Just checking in. Still in Arizona. I'm in New Mexico. Be careful. It doesn't seem safe to be there right now. Call when you can. Getting worried. Kay? Blake says he hasn't heard from you. Really getting concerned. Please call. They put me on another round of chemo. I'd love to hear from you. Call. So, yeah, she had already gotten rid of her phone by that point. Oh, how do I just go back? Okay. And then who's this? This is Blake. Where are you? His son, Blake. Where are you, Ma? I'm out. I'm fine. I had to drop something off at your parents'. Been gone a while. I had to make a couple stops. I'm okay, I promise. Blake, have you heard from your sister? Yeah, she said she was okay. Where is she? She didn't say. Dear, where did my pills go? I'm in a meeting. We'll call back. How'd it go this morning? We'll call. Ma came back around. I'll be home soon. Calling Uncle Chip. It's fine. Love you. Love you, sweetheart. Blake, can you hear me? Can you come to the living room, please? Something's happened. Out this evening. Everything's okay. You need to stay home. I'll be fine, I promise. Love you, my nerd. Love you, Ma. Duck. Been a while, Duck. Too long, old friend. How's the weather on your side of the tracks? They have me on chemo. Terrible. I don't have long myself. They got me carrying around a tank. Blue's waiting for us. I don't doubt that for a minute. Praise the glory of God. Something on your mind, Kate? Don't want to raise your blood pressure. Try me. Super contacted me. So he did. Don't mess around with that shit. Where you went, don't mess around with Super Kate. That thing's got no soul. Like to ruin what all it touches. I need the money. They don't take money where we're going. I can't leave it for the kids to clean up. Blue left them a little bit with how he went, but I was a fool. Don't worry yourself like this at the end. Find peace. No peace for me. Don't get mixed up with that thing, Kate. I'll tell you how now it won't go how you want. Kate? God damn it, hope you're listening. And then my direct. Oh, welcome to the Oxnard My Direct medical portal. You have chosen to receive online billing notifications. Your SMS. A bill for 1,500. An outstanding balance. A bill for 1,700. Outstanding balance. Outstanding balance. Outstanding balance bill. Yeah, the medical bills piled up. Good job. It says here I need to go to the Curious Duck. Okay. Attendant? Ma'am? Ma'am, are you okay? My eyes are just playing tricks on me, I guess. Vertigo and visual distortion are common side effects of a versioning session. Shall I contact our on-call physician? No, it's fine. Very well. Last name? It's Madeir. First name, Catherine. One moment. Your head drive is fully synced. You have chosen our silver tier. Your product does not come pre-installed with adware blocking services and is provided as is without warranty. You're eligible for a free sync anytime before the new year. And thank you for choosing the Greater New Orleans Neural Versioning Clinic for your cognitive versioning needs. Alright, the future is a weird place. Perdido Street added to the map. A billboard? The uncanny smile of personal injury lawyer Martin Smart hangs above Interstate 10. His eternally coiffed hair clings desperately to his forehead, or to his head. His hallmark blood-red tie catches the eyes of drivers speeding east. Just a click away, the sign reads. Anything else I can click on? Am I just going to walk along the highway? Oh, no. Wait, maybe? The Interstate Expressway traces a scar down Claiborne Avenue from east to west. In the east? The bridge cuts east through the Trem and 7th Ward like places, whose stories should be forgotten and left behind. The pillars still tell those stories. Beneath the interstate, east above the industrial canal, the moldering strip malls, the narrow expanse of the lake, the shrimp boats that prowl the black marble waves. East through Mississippi in the winter and weeknight darkness and onward to Florida where it terminates. In the west is the suburbs that Catherine calls home. West is the concrete expanse that breaks clean and sharp at the St. Charles Parish line and gives way to the cypress swamps. Tupelo Crown spire above the overpass, silhouetted by an unnatural glow that leads to Norco. Alright, I guess we're going to the overpass. Puppet Theater, an onlooker, Charity Hospital. Is that just going to take me? Oh. A newly refurnished Art Deco structure glows beyond the overpass. They turn Charity Hospital into art lofts. Disgusting. Oh, gentrification. Yeah, baby! Showgoer. This is taking forever to start. I'm starving. You been to any of these yet? No. What is it? A puppet show. They always start late. I told them I'd help them load the gear, so I'm stuck here until it's over. My stomach's gonna eat itself. A makeshift puppet theater. The curtains are closed. Maybe I'll come by later to see what this is all about. Eagle Street, City Hall. It's the City Hall. A figure sitting at a desk overlooking Duncan Plaza with the deepening winter night. He watches the fingers of a cool front and animate the tops of oak trees in the park. The air this evening is the driest it's been since spring. He watches the last remnants of commuter traffic leaving Canal Street, the pulsing taillights, the shift workers running towards the bus. He watches an airplane climbing from Armstrong International as passengers look down at the warm glow of city. The oak trees, the traffic, the frail woman staring from the street. Warm glow and darkness, wind from the lake. I guess there's a skater. That's it. A man holding a skateboard scrolls on his phone. Beautiful night, huh? What are you doing here so late? Skating the steps. I come out here most evenings. No one bothers you around this time. Plus, you see a different side of the place. What do you mean? How so? People pass through this building at night you never expect. You know the, what do you call themselves? The Gregs, Garys? Can't remember the name. No idea. The kids that squatted the promenade mall, they're obsessed with Ken or John? Nope. Then it probably wouldn't mean much to you. But anyhow, I see them come in and out of the city hall almost every night. I know it's them because my buddy Bruce got wrapped up in that stuff. Before you get initiated, they make you wear these goofy red polo shirts. Then once you're full Greg, Gary, whatever, you get to wear the blue polo shirt. Sounds like a joke, and it is, but I don't think they realize it. Anyway, that's the kind of stuff I see around here at night. Why do they come? What would they be doing here? I wish I had a clue. An armed security guard greets Catherine as she enters the building. He sits on a wooden stool next to a walk-through metal detector. Good evening. Badge, please. Damn, I left it at the house. There are no council meetings scheduled for this evening. You'll need an employee ID badge to enter. I hear strange people come through here at night. Guy out front mentioned squatters in polo shirts coming in and out of the building at night. I don't get paid to answer questions. Well, you don't get anything from the security guard. Let's go to the French Quarter. Whoa, is that Santa Claus? Hold on, I gotta take a drink. Hey, Santa. Well, ho, ho, ho. Santa's eyes roll wildly in their deep sockets. Oh, it's a robot. His mouth twists into a smile. How are you, dear? You got $1 to spare? Help spread some Christmas cheer. Where's the money go? Well, what are you raising money for? Something very benevolent. Like a food bank or... Yes. Yes, a food bank? A food bank. Veterans. Animal shelter. Who cares? Just give me the $1. It's my last one. Going back on your word, are you? That's not true. I never promised you anything. You're a liar. I'm not. And a demon. Whoa. Demon? Santa points his bell at Catherine in accusation. Demon! His posture relaxes abruptly. Open your heart. This is a time for giving. Man, Santa is fucked. A crowd? That's why Mary Laveau opened a t-shirt and camera shop on Royal Street. That's not scary at all. I paid for a ghost tour. If we're just gonna walk around looking at t-shirt shops, I want my damn money back. This place is a farce. What kind of tour guide are you? Well, technically I'm not one, but excuse me? My roommate is. Then where is he? Long story. I came all this way because the website said it'd be fun. I'm having an alright time. This city was supposed to be enchanting. Anyone trying to scroll some Molly? I hate New Orleans. I mean, nobody said no about the Molly. Oogles? How's your night, ma'am? Not great. Sorry to hear it. You wouldn't have any change to spare, would you? Not a cent. Not nothing, sorry. Figured. What about the vendor? A hot dog vendor sits behind a large plastic cart. He looks up eagerly as Catherine approaches. Oh, hey! Hi! He watches Catherine with a silent grin. So is this... I'm flannelless, and these... He makes a grand sweeping gesture above the pot of vague meat. Are my dumpy dogs. Silent smiling resumes. He begins to pick at the lint that peppers his jacket. Flannel ass dumpy dogs? He nods, smiles. Would you like one? Sure. What the hell? I'm dying anyway. Really? You're buying a dumpy dog? That's fantastic. That's great. You seem a bit surprised. It's just been a while since I've gotten some business. Been a little slow. Haven't ordered new dogs in a while. So these are old dogs? Nothing to worry about. They keep well. How old? Business was hopping. Like, I was doing really well back in YX2D. YX2D? That's nearly a decade ago. How would you like your dressed? Tell you what, I think I'll pass. I'll be here all night. Anything else I can help you with? Leave. What the hell was that interaction? There's a small plaque next to the door. It says Curious Duck. This is the place. Door's locked. Receive orientation at Eagles. More information awaits you there. Well, how am I supposed to get in? Door's locked. Let's try one more time. Third time's the charm. Door's locked. Alright, then something else I can do or click on? No. Curious Duck. Curious Duck is locked. Going back to the overpass is here. That's not where I need to be. And order ride. Eagle Wholesale. Oh, I only have $10. I can't drive over there. Alright, well, I guess I'm going back to where I was. I'm gonna go to the overpass, go back to the French Quarter. There's a small plaque next to the door. It says Curious Duck. This is the place. Yeah, but I can't get in there. Door's locked. Maybe I can go back to watch the puppet show? A makeshift puppet theater. The curtains are closed. Maybe I'll come by later. No, I need time to pass or something to happen. Maybe I give these dude. The two oogles disregard you as they carry on their conversation. Alright, well. Might as well save while we're here. Talk to Santa again? Think I'll leave Santa be. Yeah, probably a good idea. Curious Duck. It just says door's locked. Anything else I can click on or look at? Anything she says? Need to get inside the Curious Duck. Yeah, no doubt. The question is how? Is there a clue in my messages? Duck. I think he was just telling me stay away. Okay. Not there. And then there's anything here. The Curious Duck is the nearest rendezvous location. More information awaits there. Receive orientation at Eagle Janitorial and Paper Supplies in Fat City. Perdido Street again? That doesn't seem to be the right place. City Hall again? I can't go in there without my ID. French Quarter. The vendor. I think I'm gonna. So you changed your mind? Getting hungry? Craving a dog? Oh, here it is. Curious Duck's door is locked. What's with this shop over here? I was told to come by, but the door's locked. The Curious Duck? Rosie doesn't let anyone in unless they know the secret knock. What's the secret knock? I can't say. Sorry. It's urgent, please. Well, I do need some business. Alright, I'll buy one of these old hot dogs. You won't regret it. Doubtful. How much? Just $14. Is that a joke? Is what a joke? Christ, do you take wallet transfers? Cash only. Damn, well, what if I send some business your way? Then I'll show you the knock. Fine, it's a deal. Talk to these dudes. Two oogles disregard you. Oh, and then talk to the crowd. The man masquerading as a tour guide continues to lose control of the crowd. This city's just one big scam. Alright. Oh, I gotta talk to the dude who's like really hungry. The show's taking forever to start. I'm starving. My stomach's gonna eat itself. There are hot dogs up the street. There's a guy selling hot dogs in the quarter. You should grab one. I'm looking to treat myself tonight. These are what you might call vintage hot dogs. They're finely aged delicacy. Oh, really? That's a bit more interesting. Thanks for the suggestion. The show's getting started. I'll go check it out after it's done. Alright. The crowd has arrived to watch the show. The show's getting started. I should take a seat. Might as well. Let's see how weird this is gonna get. It already started really weird. Gator Farm. It's a shadow puppet show. Deep in the cypress hollow I hide. I mourn this evening my last child has died. They hang hooks from the trees with chicken thighs. They shoot bullets in our heads behind our eyes. It is a curse that I am last to survive. I was once captured by a fisher fool who called me his own. He walked me like a dog along the sinking streets. He fed me strange plants and deli meats, then covered me with blankets when I went to sleep. I left on the night of a monstrous flood. The fool has not rested a single night since. He stalks these bayous each night, hoping to see my eyes shine, calls out a ridiculous name that was never mine. Tonight I will shine my eyes at him. I have a request. Kill the shrimp catching man who killed my children. Remove his head. Bring me his skull. Do this, and you may again leash me like a dog. What? What? Okay. Uh. Oh, I'm this little boat. Hello, fisher fool. You've trolled this bayou for many nights. Here I am, the one you're trying to find. My child hangs dead across the lake. Bring me the head of the shrimp, the shrimp catching man, the one who captures the small ones. Peel the flesh from his skull. Do this and I'll be your dog again, alright? I guess I gotta go the other way. Oh, this is a treacherous turn. Wrong way, out, wrong way. Been a long time since I've seen anyone down this bayou. They all too frightened anymore. Biggest alligator ever to hunt this lake. She makes her den just across the way. She took my child from me. I buried him where I found him, near where she stay. I visit that side daily, hoping I might catch her, but she know better than to show her face. Were one to cut out that big skull of hers, that'd be something worth bragging on. It'd be a roadside marvel. There'd be money to be made. I see that rifle you're holding. What do you say? Uh, it's interesting. So the alligator says that he captured her, and the shrimper says that she killed, or the alligator killed his child, and he waits, but the alligator hasn't actually shown himself. So who do we believe? The shrimp man or the gator? I have to assume the shrimp man is lying, right? Because if the gator was actually scared, the gator would have just went after him. I feel like there's more to the story. There's one more place to look at over here. Ow. Ow. An alligator hangs dead from a meat hook fastened to the limb of a cypress tree. Aha. So the shrimp man is probably lying. Because he catches gators. That's what he does. He's a gator killing. Is there anything over here that'd be interesting to look at? Ooh, something's here. The crows watch from the power line that runs along the bank. It's the crows again. The crows watching. What's down here? I think this is just another way to get to the gator. Anything up here that's interesting? A solitary egret stands in the rush, undisturbed by the boat's late wake. I think that'll take me back. Yeah, so let's check this last little corner up here. Anything over here that's interesting? Or is it just taking me to where the gator was again? Yeah, it's just taking me where the gator was. I might as no, it's something new. A hand-painted cross and votive candles hide in the rushes along the bank. the shrimp man was right? Or was telling the truth? There's an actual what do you call it? Not tomb, like gravesite around where the gator was. A bone-white oak tree towers above the display with a plaque nailed to its trunk. Reads, "Monster that took you, promise I'll find. Your daddy, he love you. Rest easy, child." A small assortment of sentimental objects are piled at the foot of the cross. Let's sift through the objects. A journal, too waterlogged to read. A set of playing cards, small figurines, a cell phone case. You slide the case into your pocket. Cool. So the shrimp person was telling the truth. Aha. Ow. So I guess we're going to accept the shrimp person's deal and kill the gator? And I got a phone case out of it. Ow. Ow. I wonder if there was like an achievement for doing this with no damage. Oh, again, stranger, change your mind? Let's agree to the deal. That's right. Go get me that skull. You the muscle in this operation, and me, I'm the brains. I got your brain right here. Ow. I'm gonna break this boat before I do anything. You have a look in your eyes. What is it I see? Fear, hesitation. Bring me that skull. Kill the gator. Bam, baby. Alright, well. Sorry, gator. This way? Ow. Would you look at the size of it? Such a marvel. You done good, friend. You did what was right and brought justice to this swamp. Gator Farm, world's largest gator skull. The fisher fool betrayed my trust. He stole my skull for a measly sum. I rest with my children in the stars that hide. Beyond the haze our eyes still shine. I watch from the sky like a bird each night. My curse will haunt the fool until he dies. Alright. Hey, thanks for sending some business my way. No problem, but we had a deal. Deal? You're supposed to show me the knock? Oh, well, sorry. Rosie would be upset. Are you kidding? I sent you business. Show me the knock. That was the deal. Well, okay, but I only show you once, so here, listen. Did you get it? That was the secret knock? Very secret. That's how everyone knocks. Exactly. Who would suspect it? That dude's a douchebag and an idiot. And Catherine knocks on the door and hears a subtle sound of its unlocking. Cat. Crystal ball? I don't see anybody here, though. Boxes? Unopened merchandise boxes are pushed to every corner. Looks familiar. Don't touch the ball. Okay. Suppose you think you can come in here with your soft little hands and touch on my magic ball? Don't work like that, love. Now I gotta clean off the smudges. I see you've been eating french fries, greasy hands. Nasty. You must be one of them super duck people always coming around here looking down at the cell phones. Greasy hands, terrible. The app said I should come here? The app. Yes, ma'am. Something not right about you. You a drug head? I'm sorry. Is this the right place? It is, Butterhands. It is. Just calm down, love. You made it. Dallas will tell you what's what. Go talk to Dallas. I called him when I heard you trying to break into the place. Hell of a racket you were making. Jiggling on the handle like you couldn't get a hold of it. Now I see why. Dallas will be right out front. I don't got time to be babysitting you now that I gotta clean all this up. Stains all over my ball. You even check in your shoes before you came in? They're dirty. My shoes are covered in dog shit. Go, bitch. Get out of my shop, little pothead. And one last thing. That gemstone you got hanging from your neck, that thing ain't real. I know. Trashy. Mass-produced novelty voodoo dolls. Novelty New Orleans themed t-shirts. Mass. Plastic simulacra. I know this word. I can't say it out loud. Simulacra of ceremonial mass hang on the wall. An all jumble of Mardi Gras beads and other trinket spills from the table. Alright, well, let's get out. My shoes are covered in dog shit. This game is so weird. Guessing you're Catherine. That's right. Rosie debriefed you? Was that a debriefing? I don't know if that's what I'd call it, but sure. She can be kind of... He casts his gaze into the sky and back to Catherine. Never mind. Quack job should have a ticket with the information we need. No reason to stand around. What is Super Duck? Way of making money. Right, but it's an intelligence of some kind. I don't know its purpose. Don't know why it exists. None of that. There are nodes all across the region. Points where you can speak with Super Duck directly. Those are all the things that Rosie should have filled you in on. Not surprised she didn't. Tell me about Rosie. What's Rosie got to do with any of this? There are a dozen or so rendezvous points in addition to the nodes. Rosie's shop is one of them. She must be making good money offering her place to the network. Probably the only reason she keeps it going. Doubt she sold merchandise in years. Locks the doors to discourage customers. Guess you could call it a front. Have you been on Quack Job long? How long have you been using this app? Been doing this since before there was an app, but Super has used the app. I'll use the app. Makes no difference to me. Alright, well, let's go. I'm ready. Me too. Check the app and let's get moving. Alright, check the app. Receive orientation at Eagle Janitorial and Paper Supplies in Fat City. Okay. Oh, look, he's my party member now. Only reason I ever come to the quarters for work. What's next? We met at the rendezvous point, so now what? Check your phone. Quack ought to have the information we need. Yeah, so how'd you get involved with Super Duck? And this all used to happen on Craigslist. Posts showing up, the strangest things. I was busting tables uptown, couldn't swing rent, had a kid to feed, started responding to the listings. First one I ever did was a steal the head drive. Broke into a man's house in Norco, stole it right out of his office, brought it to another house. The people there were just like me. Just like you, how? Didn't know shit. They were there because of a post, just like I was. The house wasn't theirs. Nobody knew whose house it was. They plugged the head drive into a wall. They gave me some cash. I left. Interesting. Super Duck is a Very strange name. Let's go ahead and save. Back. Wait, do I have money now? I do. They gave me like $50. Okay, let's order a ride. And we can go to Eagle Wholesale now. Sorry. Traffic. A steady beat of traffic lights the sky along the causeway. The galvanized steel door to the supply warehouse is half opened. And then here, the office. The doors are locked, the office is closed, but the warehouse door is wide open for us to walk in. What in the world? What is the Cthulhu bullshit is this? What? What? What was that? Act 2, Refinery Eyes. That was like a Cthulhu bird creature? Erica said Blake went to Floodgate Tavern yesterday evening. Let's pass by on the way home and see what information we can gather. Okay. What are my trees looking like these days? Everybody's got a lot of little clues. I'm not gonna look over them right now though. Oh, can I change my case? A phone case resembling crouton. Alright. Oh, I don't have a phone. Okay. Floodgate Tavern. Floodgate Tavern. Many shield workers gather. Okay, I saw this earlier. That's Private Detective LeBlanc sitting at the end of the bar. He's an unpredictable character, but we may benefit from speaking to him. Why are you looking at me like that? I still got chili on my face. Alright. Is that like an elf on a shelf? Wasted guy. A man lies... Oh, this might be my brother. Face down, empty balls. Okay, let's talk to the other dudes first. Keith? You don't see how anyone can believe the crap the media's been putting out these days. It's all lies meant to divide working people. See for yourself. He gestures to the TV. That why you making your website, Keith? Set the record straight? You know that's right. Evening, folks. Can I get something started? You know Blake Madeir? Yeah, I know Blake. He hasn't come around in weeks. Not since he ripped me off. Wish I could say it was the first time. So, Blake ripped you off? Someone said Blake came by here last night. I let him catch some sleep right here behind the bar after last call, and wouldn't you know, the boy walked off with the register. Motherfucker. Whoa. I knew he'd been getting himself all messed up on drugs. Was trying to give the kid a chance. Gave him some chores around the place. Done with him now. Done with him. Someone said Blake came here last night. Nah, he'd be a fool to show up here after what he did. So Blake isn't here. What's on the TV? The LCD pulse of evening news makes pale shadows across the bar. An image of a man with a long gray beard hangs over the news anchor's shoulders. Another pipeline explosion has left residents of Lower St. Charles Parish shaken. SHIELD officials have determined that the source of the explosion was due to botched attempt by oil pirates to divert the flow of oil into a stolen barge. So immediately, whatever the truth is, whether this is it or not, SHIELD is shirking the blame onto pirates. A man familiar to local law enforcement, known only as Lucky, was among the pirates, SHIELD officials say. He is believed to be hiding in the Badger Woods along the east bank between Kenner and Laplace. Residents are asked to call Crime Stoppers with any information. Alright, let's talk to LeBlanc. Sit here long enough, you never know who might pass through. Hey Gus, look at this dynamic duo. I'm not sure I've seen these two around before today. Sure, Gus, that filthy one right there. That's Kate Madeir's oldest. Other one's your robot. You pulling my leg? That's Kay. Blues, baby? Come on now. I worked the turnarounds with Blue. Good man. Great man. Had some stories about him. How come his kids came out like they did? Like how this one's dressed. Looked to me like she's headed to the job site. Or the circus. Blue passed before his time is why them kids don't dress right. Blue knew how to dress. You're right about that one, Keith. Yeah, the way the kids turned out. Forget all that. You two are lucky to be stumbling in while I'm sitting here. You're in the company of a top-rated professional sleuth. I happen to have a bit of information. What is it? Is it about Blake? This ain't got nothing to do with Blake. For once. This more, mysterious. You like mysteries? LeBlanc, please. Time is of the essence. Cool your heels. I'm getting to it. Now I see why Kate kicked you out to the curb. That is not correct. Save your battery life. I'm just playing with you. Tell you what, why don't you get me a drink so we can talk? What you need? I need a beer for your boy. Lord help me. Another sap buying that lowlife a drink. Really quick, let me talk to this. I thought this was going to be Blake. While you touching my podna. This is where he comes to relax. Might need to buy me a little snack too, seeing as my wallet's all the way out in the car. But this is enough to get us going. So, alright, where do I even start? Your mom ever tell you about me? Nah. Nothing? I mean, shit. She must have said something. A hard-nosed detective. Charming and mysterious. Give it up, Brett. Alright. I'm sure I came up. The problem is you got piss-poor memory. Us invaders, we gotta keep our memory sharp. So while you don't know me, I know a lot about you. I grew up in this town, you understand? My cousin Susie's ex-husband knew your daddy when he was still in the plant. And Catherine, she was a few grades above me at Sacred Heart. I knew her since I was a boy. Everyone around here knew Catherine. She was always getting herself into trouble, always drawing attention to herself. People say she was kin to Jesus. Old man lived behind the loops would say that. Talk about Papa? Yeah, Papa. Been years since I thought about him. A lot you could say about Papa. He'd whisper some bullshit and get everyone repeating it. Alright. Wasn't all bullshit. Saying a coon ass like me, child of Christ, you know that's bullshit. We all were Christ children. Not like that, Gus. You know what I mean. Like literally. Wait, what? This was years ago. Long before Blue died. Papa told the priest a family of Cajuns came from Jesus. Said Catherine had, how you say it, like Jesus blood. Got it from her daddy's daddy and so on all the way back to the old world. Like in that movie, one with the volleyball. That ain't right movie, Gus. It's the one with the priests and stuff. Hell, I don't know. I don't watch movies. Figure some of that's likely to be true. You believe any old shit, Keith. No disrespect. Catherine never noticed. She was off on her own planet wild as she was. Papa never wanted to be seen. He was watching Catherine, but she weren't watching him. Blue wouldn't let no man like her near anyhow. You got a point there, Keith. You'd be foolish to get in Catherine's way. Where she went, trouble followed. But I admired her. She admired me. You sure about that? She never said much, but I could tell. She only talked to you when she needed a free hand, Brett. Like hell, she did all she could to get my attention. I just had too much respect for Blue. Couldn't dishonor the man's memory. The bartender shakes his head. Sometimes you make me sad. Don't mind Gus. I always been the handsome one. He gets jealous. Made me forget what I wanted to tell you. Oh, that's right. Your house is out there near the fence line. Well, that's right behind my place of business. I got a window that looks out in the yard, more or less. But this is a pretty long story, and like I was saying, I got my wallet with me. And you want us to buy you another drink? That's a real generous offer, Robot. Thank you for that. Unbelievable. Oh, what's it going to be this time, folks? LeBlanc wants another. Word of warning, he'll bleed you dry. And this is the cheap stuff. I ain't complaining or nothing. Just making an observation. Tastes like dog piss. It's real important information I'm trying to share here. Valuable, you might say. And you buy me the cheapest beer in the house? A little rude, maybe, but that's okay. That ain't no problem. So listen here. This is what I wanted to tell you. My office window looks out on your mama's yard. I'm always keeping an eye on the street. This was a little ways back, right after Catherine passed. I was looking out there on the street like I do, and I seen these shield security types leaving the house. They was carrying a box. You saw a shield security leaving Catherine's house with a box? That's what I'm saying. They was talking, we was walking out the front door with a box, casual as can be. And where the hell were you? Ain't you some kind of security robot yourself? Why didn't you stop the shield agent? What would shield be looking for? Oh, if I know. Laura St. Clair, the regional CEO they got over there, she always took a bit of interest in your mama. I hear she's a loose cannon. Why would she be interested in my mom? What makes her a loose cannon? What makes her a loose cannon? That's just what they say. You talk about Laura? Piece of work, that woman. Surprised she hasn't run the whole operation to the ground. Only reason the board keeps her on deck is because of her father. Lots of people want her gone. Why would she be interested in my mom? Everybody was. He's right. Everybody wanted what was in her head. Who is her father? Thomas St. Clair, founded Claire Bionics. They made robots just like your friend there. Hell, Million might be a St. Clair unit himself. Or herself. Oh, so Million is a female as well. Or, yeah, anyhow, man's rich as can be. Thomas St. Clair is a servant of the devil. There Gus goes with his bullshit. Not bullshit, it's the truth. Alright, Gus. Alright, enough about Laura St. Clair. Why didn't you stop the shield agents? Well, because I was busy. With what? You know, just busy. Who cares with what? When are you ever busy with anything? All the time. I can hardly get a minute to relax. Then what were you doing? I told you. I was looking out the window and I saw them shield people. So answer the question, Brett. You see these people breaking into a home, you're always coming around here bragging about stopping the bad guys. If I wasn't so busy, I might have killed them. Sometimes I wonder if half these stories you tell. Ask around town. Everybody knows I'm a killer. Are just fantasies you made up to convince yourself. I was taking a shit. The detective smooths his tie as a moment of silence settles on the room. That window's next to the toilet. I'm always watching the street because I have irritable bowel syndrome. I hadn't even started wiping when I seen them shield dudes. Alright, bruh? Would you run down Apple Street with poo all over your ass? The man closes his eyes and shakes his head slowly. I'll take that as a no. You wouldn't. Nobody would. You gotta have a clean ass to fight crime. Everybody knows that. And that's a tweet right there. That's a fucking tweet right there. Had I been wiping, I guarantee you'd be dead right now. I'm serious. That's enough. Before you go, I got one more thing. I'm hungry. Would be a real nice gesture of appreciation if you bought your informant something to eat and circled back afterwards. I might have a little more information to share. Oh, God. Fine. What now, old boy got hungry? Yes, actually. Sucker born every day. Good for business, I guess. Should have mentioned I don't much care for the fries here, but that's okay. I ain't complaining. Just would have liked me a sandwich is all, but forget all that. What's important right now is that you understand what I told you. I saw shield thugs leaving your mama's house with a box. What box contained? No idea. But they was in there for something. No telling what. They got them headquarters deep inside the refinery. In that old plantation house where the real action happens. If I had to guess where they was heading, that'd be it. Say, Keith, you getting all this? Every word. Keith's making himself a little news website. What's the name gonna be, Keith? I got a few ideas in mind. You just like Duck, bruh. Duck used to be news junkie too. Digging up dirt on all the bigwigs. That was before the cancer knocked him on his ass. Some people just want to know the truth. You been by to see Duck, K? The man could use visitors. Who? No wonder you don't remember your mama talking about me. You got a pecan for a brain. Kay, I find it surprising that you don't remember Duck. Even the damn robot thinks it's sad. You got poor Catherine turning in her grave, kid. You better go see him. That old boy knows shit no one else does. Where is he? What you mean? What you mean? Kate must have took you to see Duck 1,000 times. Just think about it for 2 seconds. Perhaps LeBlanc is right to suggest that we visit him at some point. Perhaps. Oh yes, quite. Why you talk like that? Did it make you in England or something? You sound like a queen. Thank you. Weird ass thing. Anyhow, figured I'll be seeing you two again. Good luck. Excuse me. I have more questions. Hurry up then. Oh shit. Hold on. Alright, we're looking for my brother. Why don't you ask Gus about that? I don't keep up with Blake no more. Too much trouble. We need help getting into the refinery. Getting in that refinery ain't easy, I know that much from experience. You should find one of them people like they've been talking about on the news to help you out. Oil pirates, barricading Highway 1, diverting pipelines and all this. Them the only kind I ever seen get through security. They was saying on TV one of them pirates been hiding in the Batcher Woods. It's all over the TV. He points to the television. Another pipeline explosion has left residents of Lower St. Charles Parish shaken. A man familiar to local law enforcement known only as Lucky was among the pirates, Shield officials say. He is believed to be hiding in the Batcher Woods along the east bank between Kenner and LaPlace. Wait, Knuckleheads managed to figure out what Shield was looking for? Come and tell me. Good detective should know what's going on. Tell me more about Papa. What you want to know? How did he become fixated on my mom? Yeah, why was there a dude who was eyeballing my mama? A small town like this, your mom attracted attention. He was watching too many movies, cooked up some strange ideas, got his wire crossed, that's my guess. Sounds about right to me. Where is he now? Living in a ditch somewhere? That ain't nice, Gus. He left here a long time ago. He used to do odd jobs, roofing, fabrication, that kind of thing. No telling where he went. Probably looking for work. How well did you know him? I'd see him walking by every now and then. We'd exchange a few words. They say he threw a brick through a church window once upon a time. That had people buzzing. A lot of us knew who he was, but no one knew much about him. One of those kinds of people. That's enough about Papa. And the last thing, where can I find Duck? Like I told you the first time, just think about it for 2 seconds. I'm sure you've been there 1,000 times, kid. Okay. Do you have anything more to say about Blake, Gus? What you need. Good for now. Okay. Thick. Lucky. Duck. An old friend of your mom's. Your memory of him is scattered and vague. LeBlanc suggested you visit him, but where does he live? You try to recollect his face. Brief, generous smiles, but otherwise placid, expressionless. I was afraid of him. I was always happy to see him. I was afraid of him. You hid behind Catherine when he was around. His health. It took a turn before you left. A bit of lethargy, irregular breathing, sores on his legs. Your mom brought him food on days when he was unable to stand. His son. Dead at 14. Oh, that's so sad. I'm going to point out, I have a nephew, and he lives with me, and he's 14, and if he was suddenly gone, just out of nowhere, we'd be devastated. Lose somebody at 14 before they even have a chance to even think about the rest of their life. Oh, how sad. Dead at 14, an explosion in the yard, natural gas leaking from a pipe, something caused a spark. The pipeline. It crossed the property to Shields Chemical Annex. There's only one neighborhood along the fence line. What's left of it anyhow. Small fragments of his home pass through the black ink of your mind. The perennial accumulation of dust. The damp curtains and pile of cans on the kitchen table and those refinery shadows of the little slab bungalow. Duck lives in Dimes. Alright, we got that. Is that what this is? Dimes? Dimes is the neighborhood along the fence of Shields Chemical Annex. Duck lives there. Is that it for Duck? Nothing else? Alright, cool. Let's go on. Actually, if we're to attempt getting into the refinery to reclaim your mother's possessions, we'll need help. LeBlanc may know where to find it. We need to find a way to we visit Duck. I'm not going to talk about these things with you. Let's save, though. Back. I guess we're going to Dimes. Oh, this is taking another unusual turn. Erica told us Blake was heading here yesterday evening, but the bartender says Blake hasn't come by in weeks. Something may have happened on his way here. LeBlanc says the shield has stolen a box of your mother's possessions. We have nothing else to go on. We must retrieve the stolen items and hope they point us towards your brother. Accessing S.H.I.E.L.D.'s headquarters won't be easy. Without assistance, perhaps impossible. I suggest we recruit help before attempting it ourselves. Well, yeah, we gotta go find Duck. He lives in Dimes, wherever that is. Dimes. Aha. The chemical annex. S.H.I.E.L.D.'s chemical annex sits a small distance from the house. Anything else around here? Okay. Nope, this door. The house is partially boarded up. You assume it's an artifact of hurricane preparation that has since become a permanent fixture. Okay. Well, that's terrifying. Hello. Is not the first ones to come through here, toppling all over my shit in the dark. Since the buyout, people think this neighborhood's all the way empty. Come around looking for copper. But you wouldn't do that kind of thing, Kay. Not like your brother. How's it been, Duck? How's it been? How about how it looks? I made such a mess with that head drive just trying to keep myself out of trouble till it's my turn to go, so... You mentioned a buyout. You must have noticed coming in, the houses are all gone. People here have been fighting with S.H.I.E.L.D. all their lives. They got a little momentum on their side after the last explosion. The papers were making S.H.I.E.L.D. look bad. But hell, we were here first. S.H.I.E.L.D. moved in, we suffered. Gas leaks, noise, explosions. Can't grow my vegetables out in the yard. Just won't grow. I never cared to move, but I knocked doors for it anyhow. If S.H.I.E.L.D. never dropped in on us, my little plot of land would be worth something. Money they were offering to buy us out was alright, but worth a lot more had they never come. Number they put in front of me, I said piss on it. I could have sued after Reese died. I just didn't have the energy for it. Now I'm the last one left in Dimes, so I'm sorry about Reese. His history. Most days I can't remember his face, if I'm honest. When you fill out the survey at the head drive clinic, they ask you to write down memories, control points they call them. All them years ago, I couldn't stand to write out his name. It was too painful. I skipped his memory. I regretted it at first, but I'm thankful for it now. It'd be a lot worse if that monster carried a piece of my boy inside it. Head drive. I unleashed it. The monster, Super Duck, calls itself that just to get to me, just to piss me off. It's my fault. That company that made it for me, I should have known from the get-go. They only do their business at night. Found out later they ain't even got a license. Your mother went to the same clinic for hers, and I tried to warn her. The junk that was in my brain, he begins to laugh, is spreading around like a virus. It's even in the trees. I told your mother, don't get messed up in any of that. She tells me it's talking to her through the radio. I said, turn off the radio. She never listens. Stop responding to me. Figure that monster's got money to burn. Catherine didn't want to leave her debt to you to deal with, so you kept up with my mom? Up until right near the end. She lived like she wasn't sick. She never quit. But I could see it was wearing on her. Took a toll on her body. It started in her liver. They burned it out. Thought that maybe that was the end of it. Before you know it, they found a little in her lungs. She was still going all over town, walking up and down the airline like some kind of bag lady. Figured she thought it'd go away if she ignored it, but that didn't work out for her. Once it came for me, it never did quit. I've been getting sores, cramps every day. Can't keep nothing down. I tried to tell her that. Said, Catherine, this is not the kind of thing you can work off. You think she'd listen? By the time it got to her brain, that was all there was to it. No more working, no more doing nothing. But she'd already gotten fed up with me by that point. Never really made amends before they put her in the mausoleum with your daddy. Hurts my heart thinking about it. But what can you do? No hiding from God's will. So, man, that speaks a lot to me right now. I guess I'll be a little bit open with chat. My mom had mini strokes a couple years back, and she hasn't been the same since. And every couple of months she gets sick or something comes along, and I think she still feels like she's still young and can just work things out, but I'm always a little bit worried that, this will just be the beginning of the end, and you can't really do anything about that, especially with someone who refuses to acknowledge it or ignores it or tries to keep it like nothing ever happened to them, like they can just power through it, like they're still young. It's a scary place to be. For anybody out there, I hope that you never run into that situation, but keep trucking through. That's all we can do, right? All right. We're trying to get into the refinery. Not a good idea, Kay. What for? They stole my mom's stuff. Well, that's interesting. The regional executive, she took a particular interest in your mother. Why? She wanted to know what things Catherine knew, I suppose. Your mother was out in the lake. She heard S.H.I.E.L.D. or somebody was building some kind of rig out there. She wanted to find out for herself. She didn't find what she was looking for, but she found something. And Million was really quiet there. Sounded to me like her medication was messing up her head, but she insisted it was real, some kind of UFO. Said to follow her for nearly a mile. Oh, excuse me. But anyhow, that CEO they got at S.H.I.E.L.D., she's about as far out of her mind as your mother was. She must have caught wind of all this. Catherine got to be careful in her old age, paranoid even. The important things she kept hidden. Whatever S.H.I.E.L.D. stole, it wasn't nothing important. But you want to get it back? Can you help us get in? I'm going to regret telling you this, but I've been sitting on it so long, been trying to tell somebody. I don't know how S.H.I.E.L.D. managed to do it, but they fucked up. They bought out this neighborhood, and ever since they did, they put behind the firewall. Got a computer terminal back there. Every time I boot it up, I get a view of the inside. Not like I know what the hell to do with it. Clicked around for a bit, but just got myself lost. Can't hardly read the screen. Computer's back there in my little library. Have a look. And whenever you do, Kay, I'm asking you to be careful. Alright, any more questions about my mom? This monster, my mom was working for it. It's that bird boil thing. Hate even thinking about that thing. It knows I'm here dying while it grows and grows. Big, disgusting, toxic bird sprouting from the ground all over the region with teeth and hands and all kinds of shit. Unbelievable. Turns my stomach. So he knows about the monster. But you know what? I won't be the first to die. Hell no. It roped your mother into some lunacy. She wouldn't tell me the details. I couldn't get a single word out of her after a point. Did you attend her funeral? I planned to. Arranged for my godchild to pick me up and everything. But the day of the service, I couldn't hardly walk. I heard from a couple people it was a beautiful one. For all the bridges she burned, there was plenty of people who had nice things to say. Even a few of her colleagues from the university showed up. The ones who got her sacked. I know that it chapped her ass. They buried her with that fake little ring she always wore around her neck. She'd say it to remind her who she was. Figured she probably wanted to give it to you, but you were gone. And Blake, well, he'd have pawned it off to anyone fool enough to buy it. So, the ring she wore around her neck was a fake. You know the story? Kind of funny if it weren't so sad. Your granddaddy wanted to prove he was from royal stock, so he broke into a pawn shop up there on Airline and stole the biggest ruby he could find. Went around telling everyone it was from the old world. Said it was traveled from France to Nova Scotia and down to the Mississippi River. Well, that was a bunch of bullshit. He ended up in Angola for it, though they never did find the ring. Catherine took it to an appraiser one time. It's cubic zirconia, fake. The man spent months in jail for a fake piece of jewelry. And after that, everyone started calling him King Pierre. They laughed him at a crevasse. My mom was fired from the university. Sure, you were young. Couldn't have been too long after Blue Pass. She lied up and down to get the job, and it weren't nothing special neither. Just a community college in the city. But that's Catherine. Never wanted to play it straight. Suppose Blake took her after her in that respect. So she was what's that word? I'm not a drifter. She's like not a con artist, but something like that. Let's go to the computer. A trophy? A trophy sitting atop the bookshelf reads Junior Champion Reach Richard, St. Charles, Paris. A box? A strange ornamental box. You attempt to open the box. It's locked. Alright. Ephemera? A collection of bills, letters, and photographs are pinned to the board. The photographs are various industrial and infrastructural landscapes that you recognize from around the region. The Geismar aluminum refinery, the grain elevators downriver, the airport control tower. Okay. A printout containing the letterhead of a law office in Metairie sits in the tray of the printer. Mr. Richard, after carefully studying the circumstances of the buyout, we recommend that you proceed with relocation. Shield is not legally obligated to provide you with an easement. You may find yourself trespassing on private property when leaving and returning to your home. You peruse the titles on the bookshelf. U.S. Army Corps? A report on the levitating spheres of light witnessed by multiple onlookers above Camp Memory and the Bonnet Care Spillway throughout the spring and summer, commissioned by the United States Army Corps of Engineers. After a careful survey of the soil content in the area near Camp Memory, our inquiry was determined anaerobic conditions conducive to the formation of confined pockets of gas that, given exposure to sufficient heat, may ignite. These spontaneous incidents of combustion were likely mistaken for floating luminous spheres. Okay, so bullshit. The Pigman. Some claim that the Pigman is a type of grunch who hides beneath the interstate bridges that cross Lakes Pontchartrain. Legend has it that if you bring the Pigman a gift, he will return a gift to you in kind. A deer head? The head of a buck is mounted to the wall. Alright, fair enough. A computer console with a large trackpad. You pass your finger over the trackpad, waking the machine. Shield security terminal is displayed on the console. Use the terminal. You sit before the Shield terminal. Whoa. This is a map of Shield's Sentinel drone security fleet. The entrance to the refinery is in Zone A. Okay. If we want to gain access to the refinery, then it may be necessary to clear the Sentinels from this zone. There are currently 3 drones patrolling Zone A. Perhaps there is a way of relocating them to other zones. Oh, it's a puzzle. I guess 3 is the max, so we've got to move them around. We'll relocate. I think my stream just crashed. Did it? I hope not. Check. No. Okay. No zone can host more than 3 drones. When one zone contains no drones, the maximum capacity neighbor will relocate a drone to its unsecured neighbor. This means that when removing the last drone zone from A, we must make sure that none of its neighbors are at maximum capacity. Okay. We could do that, right? And then move that one. I don't 100% understand. Oh, well, I guess the one I move it to can't be maximum capacity. So then that one, and then that one there. Alert Zone A unsecured. The drones have been cleared from the entrance area of the refinery. I suspect this will be helpful. Okay. Then let's get the hell out of here. Oh. Let's see. I guess I can go to Shield now, right? Ooh. That might not be good. Uh, guards? Yeah. These are new generation of St. Clair units. They're running the latest cloud distributed CCOS. Ooh, excuse me. Oh my gosh, I'm dying. Oh, pardon me. Their armor is composed of more durable and lightweight alloys than my own. I gotta blow my nose real quick. Okay. Gaining access to the facility will not be a trivial task. Indeed, it may not be possible with only the two of us. Are you prepared? Let's hold off. Because I can go do some other stuff in the meantime. I can go to... Where was it? Backyard. Statue. What is statue? Oh, I can actually look at the statue. You observe the weathered concrete and flaking paint of the statue. Inspect further. The face is especially deteriorated, framed by a system of cracks. You run your hands along the deteriorating contours of the statue. Sacre bleu. It snaps off as if by design. Behind the statue's face hides an odd assemblage of electronics carelessly soldered together. At the center of the electronic configuration is what appears to be a card reader. At the center. Okay, so I got something to find now. We want to go to the streets. Kids are gone. Okay, so what's his fate? LeBlanc is here. But I want to go to... Times discount? The movie set has gone. Freight loader? No, I want to go to the Batcher. This seems dangerous. Either you see a dog, little black pit, green eyes. You see her, you send her this way. She answers the pots. You're the one they're looking for? Well, so what? Lucky made the news. They want trouble? Here I am. You see that dog, you send her this way. I know where the dog is. The dog's at the bookstore. So let's go back to Apple Street. Let's go to Dimes Discount. No, not Dimes Discount. I think we gotta actually... Sarpy Books, yeah. As you reach down to pet the dog, she shows her teeth and growls softly. It looks like Potts. A stocky pit bull with piercing green eyes watches the horizon with a neutral demeanor. How come I can't interact with the dog? Do these kids know anything? This dog looks kind of hungry. What do dogs eat? Dog food, bruh. Dogs eat dog food. Fair enough. I don't have any info about this dog, do I? Alright. Let's go back to Dimes Discount. Let's go in the gas station. And is there dog food? There is. Dusty bags of dog food lining the shelf. Alright. You grab a bag of dog food. Sure do. You scan the dog food. Thank you for your purchase. Alright. Then let's go back to the bookstore. As you reach down to pet the dog, she shows her teeth and growls. Feed dog. You pour a heap of food onto the ground before the dog. She laps up the kibble and follows behind you as you step away. Oh yeah, we got a dog friend. Now, let's go back to the Batcher Woods. Let's talk to Lucky. Potts, you brought back my pot liquor. She was having me worry. Potts now, she tough as they come, but Lucky thought they had her. He reaches down and pets the dog behind her ears as she pants eagerly. He regards Million. Say, robot, you look familiar. You a Claire Bionics unit? No. Alright then, just thought you might feel lucky in on a little gossip. What gossip? Laura St. Laura St. Clair. She one unusual character, turning that refinery inside out on some wild goose chase. For what? Well, what I was hoping the robot might tell me. But anyhow, they call me Lucky. I stick around here. You need help, you find me. Help is just what we need. Alright. We must infiltrate S.H.I.E.L.D. to retrieve some stolen property. We could use a hand. I done got past them fences more than I can count. And that's a good time. Even got me a couple grenades in my bag. Lucky'll come. You can count on Lucky. Hell yeah. Now that there are so many of us, we'll need the truck to get around. Let's return to the house. I hope to finish repairs quickly. Alright. Time to go home. Apple Street. Home. Backyard. Lucky waits beside the truck. So Miss Madeir's house then. Lucky knew your mama a bit. How? She was around, seen her a time or two. She weren't no friend of the company's neither. They'd like to have her dead. Do you worry about yourself? He squints, grimaces, shakes his head. Nah. These companies want to get off the oil. Too much trouble. What do you mean? They put them wind turbines out in the Gulf, and now they building a brain. A brain? Hell, everyone know they in there building a brain. All the refineries is doing that. Gonna hook them all up, make a bigger brain. But that ain't enough to outsmart Lucky. Lucky's smarter than any big brain you can dream up. They're gonna use it to find fuel out in space. Best of luck to him. Ain't nothing wrong with trying to make a buck. Then why get in their way? Lucky ain't in nobody's way. Everybody liked Lucky just fine. Didn't you blow up an oil pipeline? He maintains a neutral expression as he watches the tree line. Lucky done blown up all kinds of shit. People think Lucky hates S.H.I.E.L.D. Lucky don't hate S.H.I.E.L.D. He just like causing trouble. Without S.H.I.E.L.D. ain't nobody have a job in this place. But here come that robot. We best get moving. You want to talk more? Just tap me on the shoulder. Alright. I finished repairing the truck. Shall we attempt to access S.H.I.E.L.D.? Yeah, let's go. Oh, wait. Let's save. Yeah, let's go. Oh, monkey! Monkey flies from the bed of the truck as Million speeds down the highway. What the fuck? What happened to Monkey? Million raises her voice through the rear window of the cab. I'm relieved I was able to get this truck running. 2 pistons need to be replaced. We need to find a way into the refinery. Yes, S.H.I.E.L.D. has stolen some of your mother's possessions. We recruited help and clear the security drones from the entrance. We should make our attempt. Alright. Lucky shouts over the noise of the highway. What you got, Kay? What does S.H.I.E.L.D. know about? What do you know about S.H.I.E.L.D.? Lucky know all there is to know. What about it? How long has the facility been in Norville? S.H.I.E.L.D. came here early. All this area was plantations. Weren't no money in that after slavery. Got all that oil right here in the Gulf. Oil companies come in, get their land cheap, river connects straight to it. Whole operation down here used to be run from their central headquarters when they split it up to get around some laws. Now you got this regional corporation with Laura St. Clair at the top. Tell me about Laura St. Clair. Laura St. Clair is the regional executive of S.H.I.E.L.D. Norco. Board of directors appointed her because of Thomas, her daddy. They was thinking they get her, they get her daddy. Look how that worked out. She done lost her mind. And Thomas? He don't want nothing to do with her. What do you mean? Well, hell, it's all in the newspaper. She's been sending survey teams out into the lake. Why is she sending them out there? Don't make no sense. That area of the lake, they ain't got no oil, no salt domes. Whatever she's looking for, it ain't much to do with oil. Tell me about Thomas St. Clair. Thomas started the company that gets all the security contracts around here. Got his degree from LSU, moved out to California to make robots. Man's a billionaire. S.H.I.E.L.D.'s board of directors appointed his daughter, thinking they could get some of the expertise at a discount. They don't know the drama back then, but they sure know it now. Thomas legally disowned his daughter, then tried stealing Claire Bionics out from under him. You said they're building a brain. S.H.I.E.L.D. trying to find a way to get off the oil. Too much politics in it. What they want is to find minerals where they ain't no people. And where's that? Lucky points in the sky. Out in the stars. But you can't go flying around up there without a big brain. That's why they was hoping to get on Laura St. Clair's daddy. But too bad for them. Enough about Shield. You from around here? Lucky come from the Vachery, right up the river, but he done traveled the land, walked to Knoxville, sailed to Mexico. Lucky done seen a good piece of the world. How long have you had Potts? Potts been by Lucky's side 2 years. Found her pregnant beneath a car one day. Couldn't stand to see her like that. Met a man with some land, wanted the babies. Thought we'd part ways eventually, but shoot, guess I got used to her being around. She returned all I did for her many times. Alright. Then let's do another save. And let's go to Potts and let's go to the refinery. Oh, okay. No Sentinel drones around. Once we clear these two, we're in. Ready? Yeah, let's do it. The man nods. Oh shit, we're actually just gonna fight. Damn it. Damn, Lucky got shot immediately. Okay. Maybe we should focus one down. Wow, Kay got shot for a lot. Ooh, that was a critical shot. Okay. Kay's gonna die? I don't have any way to protect myself, do I? Oh, Kay is knocked out. Okay. Lucky got shot. Ow. Alright. Oh, he's called Lucky and he gets crits regularly. Man, having one turn where you got 0 hits is devastating. Okay, dirtbags, into the pen you go. Alright there, knuckleheads. You come on Shield's property without permission, you end up here. Up to me to call the parish police. The man lets out an emphatic sigh. I don't take no pleasure in it. Damn me straight to hell. Kay, my dear, that Catherine's child I'm looking at? What you doing down here, Kay? My mom died. Died? Catherine? No. Child, tell me that's some kind of joke. A look of anguish overtakes the man. I just saw her a couple months back. She still had a sparkle in her eyes. I knew she had the cancer, but damn me. So listen, I'm gonna open this gate for you, but you leave straight away, you hear me? This plant's dangerous, and this maybe ain't the right time, but you tell that brother of yours, Mr. Rick ain't playing no more. He try to steal my four-wheeler again, I'll put a bullet in his ass, that little son of a bitch. No offense to your mother. May she rest in peace, God bless her soul. Now get out of here. Can we try again? No Sentinel drones around. Once we clear these two, we're in. Ready? Yeah, let's do it. Okay, I know I have a better idea what I'm doing this time. Yeah, that's fine. Lucky can go down. I mean, Million can go down. But we need Lucky. Nothing much to it when them Sentinels not around. They let you more or less walk into the place. And when you look at that big fella, the freight mover? Hell of a machine. Could really put on a show with one of them. Lucky just thinking out loud. Let's get to it, eh? Refinery's ours. Oh. We went back in time again. Catherine, you made it to the warehouse with Big Bird. I sure did. We have a job for you. It will pay. It will solve some problems before you die. Dallas, no stranger to the network. You will assist Catherine. Yes. Catherine, in the lake you saw the stone. SuperDuck is, what else? A network, a system of signals, wireless communication of locusts and frogs, cypress roots, disease vectors, internet of flesh, biomimicry, internet of internet, radio towers, distributed AI, distributed birds in flight. SuperDuck saw you see the stone because SuperDuck was an eagle in the sky. The stone is a sky that many want, but reveals itself to no one. No one except to you, Catherine. It followed you through the lake. It loves you. It seeks you. It will submit to you. But we must act fast. Shield wants the stone. Claire Bionics wants the stone. Super Duck wants the stone. And John has the stone. John, everyone hates John. Everyone follows John. Influencer, dopamine fiend. Convinced himself he has faith in God. Convinced others. Some young and idealistic. Some old and bitter. These are the Garrets of John. You will find them gathered in the bowels of the promenade mall in Kenner. Got it? Go get me the shiny stone. Hurry before you die. I want to eat it. Have a good evening, you two. What the hell is this thing? Go on, give me my shiny stone. What are you waiting for? Did you give me more money? You sure did. Oh, yeah, the phone. The phone tells me what to do next. Retrieve stone from the Promenade Mall in Kenner and return it to Eagle Wholesale in Fat City. Okay. Can you please explain to me what... So, wait. Sorry, go. You go. What was that? What was what? There's a bird with teeth the size of my head living inside that warehouse? Yeah. That's normal to you? No, but, I mean, I've seen some stuff in my life. Me too, but what's this stone? He said it loves you. What was all that about? I don't know. I saw a drone or something in the lake. Why does he keep calling it a stone? Stone, drone, I have no idea. I was a little distracted. Well, I need you to start paying attention or neither one of us is getting paid tonight. I got the gist. So, internet weirdos are living in the mall and they've got the stone. That's right. Kenner John is the gang. They're keeping the stone at the old Promenade Mall in Kenner. We need to find a way inside. Get the stone, bring it back here. You got that? Go to the abandoned mall, steal the magical stone, bring it to the giant warehouse bird. Couldn't be more clear. Wait, no. Do this. Call? Side lot. Drainage canal. I used to come here all the time as a kid. Same. I knew it fell in hard times, didn't know just how hard. Can I go into the front door? Uh-oh, doesn't seem like that. Television? Some kind of recruitment video plays on a monitor above the entrance. Imagery flashes across the screen, punctuated by text. 3 geometric shapes. Find all 3. A name tag reads Garrett, pinned to the crayon in blue shirt. Earn the badge. A tower circled by scaffolding. Find salvation in the stars. A scale model is encased in glass. The plaque at his base reads Arc. What do you think it is? Hard to say. Almost looks like an oil rig. Or a spaceship. 2 teens speak in whispers behind the gate. Each has a similar bowl cut, black shoes, and wears a blue collared shirt with a name tag that reads Garrett. The older of the 2 eyes Catherine indifferently. Yeah, is the mall open? Been a long time since I come to this mall. Is it still open? The 2 boys snicker. Not for you. I'm trying to get inside. Either of you gentlemen care to help us into this place? No one's going to help you. You have to help yourself. Is this how you lived your life? Walking around parking lots in the rain asking for help? More or less. It's time for you to take responsibility for yourself. Lift. Become strong. Get a new fit. You look like you're wearing a bag. No more soft drinks. I hate soft drinks. Then don't drink them. You need to be initiated before you can even consider letting you in. Initiated how? Humorous. How many readings have you collected? 3? Bullshit. And tell me how many days the arc took to complete. 20. Took, I don't know, 20 days? So you have no idea what's going on around here? Guilty. You need to pull yourself together. I can help you, but first you need to help yourself. How? Sad. Sad. Really sad. These fucking kids. So listen, John's got an app, okay? You need to install it if you have any hope of making your way in here. Even once you're inside, you'll need the readings to visit the cathedral. Cathedral? The place where the divine object resides. Don't talk about the Civs, moron. What's the app called? What app? The one you just mentioned 2 seconds ago to get into the mall. Oh, John Kenner's book. Or no, it's Kenner John's Apocryphon. What? I don't know how to say that word. That's it. Kenner John's Apocryphon. Install that shit. Catherine pulls up her phone. Done. Congrats. You're on your way to being less of a fuck up. This is so weird. So, like, the mall is a cult? It's a home of a cult now? How do we use that? It's an augmented reality viewer. You gotta find John's sculptures around town. Sculptures? Virtual sculptures. You can only see them on your phone. There's 3. Find the sculpture, scan it with your phone, learn some shit. The first one is in Bruce's yard. Don't make it easier for her. And Bruce is a Garrett now. Show some respect. Each one will give you a clue about the next. You're just giving the whole thing away. She will not collect them all. Garrett, no need to worry. Yeah, true. That last one's a nightmare. Listen, if you need help, go talk to friend. Who? Just open the Apocryphon app while standing in the parking lot in front of the mall. You'll see friend. What's with the name tags? What's with the name tags? You work here or? No. Both tags say Garrett. Do you both have the same name? No. Yes. Look, this is like some spiritual shit. We can't just tell you about it. We did it to taunt Gooch. Dude, come on. She didn't even do the app thing yet. It's some spiritual shit. Just do the app thing and you'll know the truth or whatever. Where are your parents? I don't know. Watching Jeopardy or some shit? You got some candy for us or something? Give me a ride to basketball practice. Glad we got this gate to protect us. What's that thing in the case? What's that thing in the glass case over there? That thing is our ticket to Mars. Knew it. How many people can fit in there? That's just the toy version, stupid. The real one's like 500 feet tall. 114 feet 6 inches. I was close. Yes, Garrett. Alright, well. These kids are stupid. What's here inside? A single car sits in the parking lot. A subdivision at the mall's rear is beyond the lot. Oh, shit. People are in there. That's Keith? Who? Keith Brozard, guy I went to high school with. Where'd you go to high school? Destran. Destran's right down the street. Not so odd you'd see him there. In an abandoned parking lot in the rain in the middle of the night? I guess I've been on this app too long. Seems fine to me. Keith? Kate? Alright, sister, thought it was you. What's up? What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm working. Me too. Working a case. Staring at me a little news website. What's the website? What's the website? Ain't got a name yet. Still trying to come up with something cool. Keith's News Alert or something like that. I'm just trying to report on what's really happening around here. What are you investigating? Tell me about this case you're working, Keith. I'm trying to get to the bottom of what's going on in this mall right here. Heard they got small boys coming in and out. Textbook adrenochrome harvesting facility. Guy who runs the operation looks as much as a pervert like you can picture. Kenner John? You got it. Man looks like a slug. What do you know about Kenner John? I know he got to start posting in the comments section on New Orleans News and Views. He'd go in there saying he learned how to speak to God. Got himself some attention that way. Before you know it, the gaggle of boys started following him around. Sick stuff. Guy's a sicko. I should keep moving, but maybe I'll come back later to see how the case is going. I like that, sister. Come pass by. Why I don't see you around so often these days? Staying busy. You mind me asking you how you asking you something? Just a thing I find myself wondering about? Sure. Don't mean for this to be rude, but how come you treated Blue the way you did? One of the best men I ever knew. Why would you ask that? You kept his name. Figure it couldn't have been all bad. Just something I wonder. Wonder about something else. Hey, forget I asked. I'm too busy to be thinking about that right now. Then be busy. I didn't mean to rattle you like that. What's in the subdivision? How do I do my app? Kenner John. What in the world? Whoa. You have not collected this reading from Apocryphon of Kenner John. First reading from Apocryphon of Kenner John. Whoa. Early years you spend inside, TV on, dad blaring the game, says he keeps Christ in his heart, but it's a lie. Kenner's the only place on earth. Nowhere to go, no one to hang out with. Your flesh is alien. The house with a prison. Only escape is through fiber lines. Someone in the forum is post a flyer for a show. Somewhere to meet people, something to do, whatever. You borrow your dad's car and go. Step into St. Summers and you immediately know these aren't your people, Garrett. You make a few jokes, someone calls you a Nazi, you throw the first punch, things spiral out of control. You're outside bleeding, pushing someone's face into a trash can full of Go cups and beer bottles. The scum are screaming at you to stop, but you don't. Someone knocks you over the head with a floor jack, you fall to the ground, they think you're dead. You're unconscious for 10 days. You wake up with a slouched mouth on your left side, determined to ruin everyone's life. You watch the forums closer now, and you call the cops on the next show, and the next show, and the next show. You get the place shut down for a while. You didn't let up. Good job. Fuck the scum. I think this is like QAnon? Is basically what this is? Alright, this guy. Light pours from the partially open garage door. Am I just like a cancer patient just wandering in the rain? Breaking into people's houses? I don't think I need to read all that. Can I go inside? What are you doing? Catherine steps into the garage. Wait here. Catherine regains her posture beyond the door. The man doesn't notice her. Remain silent. Sports commentators analyze the touchdown. The man watches with rapt attention, his head craned. Commercial break. Helicopter view of the Houston Astrodome. An advertisement for detergent. A silly dog spills a plate of fries and ketchup. Everyone is smiling by the end, petting the dog. I guess I'm going to keep remaining silent? The mother's old. She sits in the domestic light of her daughter's home. They hold hands. The guitar plays a hopeful song. This feels really weird. Why did they give me the option to do this? I'm just going to keep remaining silent while I watch this man watch TV. Remain silent. The daughter looks up at the camera. Thank you. Okay. What the? Okay, yeah. What in the? Catherine lifts both hands, palms out. Sorry to startle you. Hell you in my garage for? This is about Bruce, isn't it? Yes. Yes. Ever since he got himself mixed up with that internet freak, people like you been coming by asking about him. But I keep saying the same thing. I don't talk to him. Can't even get him on the phone no more. We work together at the plant in Norco, but he goes out of his way to avoid me. Of course he landed a computer job while I'm busting my ass with a torch all day. Won't even look his daddy in the eyes. My kid, she left. Never came back. It's hard. Hard, alright. Can't focus on nothing around here. Always waiting for him to call. Even started digging through all these boxes looking for a little stuffed monkey he carried around as a kid. Sounds just like my daughter. Figured I could give it to him as some kind of peace offering. What would you tell him if he ever came back? Hell, I don't know. Get some sense. Guess I'd say, Bruce, you're my boy, and this here's your home. Wouldn't turn you away for nothing. That cult shit, that Garrett shit, let it go. Just come back home. That's what I'd say. If you see Bruce, will you tell him? Hell, you can even record it and hang on to it until you see him. He blocked my number. I can't get a word to him. I don't have anything to record with. Then come back when you do. I'll repeat it. I ain't got no shame left. Now go on. Get out of my garage. Alright, we have another little thing to do. Border mid-sized use SUV. Alright. Drainage canal. Kenner? A fence adjoins the backside of two strip malls. The crevice between them reveals a smear of light towards Williams Boulevard. Beyond the fence is a drive-through chicken, car audio, mattresses, direct to you, watchtowers, power lines. Oh, they're forgotten. I guess there isn't any. Oh, down here? The canal? The downpour finds its way into the drainage canal, its water level slowly rising. Okay. There's nothing here for me to find, right? Oh, there is. Oh, but I think I got a... I am friend. We need your help. Garrett said to speak to you. Anyway, can you help us find John's second sculpture? The first reading of John reads, try going to Saint Somewheres. Get called Fash, get knocked out over the head with a tyrant iron. Saint Somewhere, Saint Somewheres. Okay. Mm. Oh, right here, Saint Somewheres. Whoa. A dumpy dog customer. Ugh. My stomach still doesn't feel right. That hot dog finally catch up to you? Those past couple hours have been the worst experience of my life. Why'd you let me eat that thing? Because I had to. Nothing personal, just something I had to do. You're a bad person. After you left, my stomach started screaming. You know how hard it is to find a bathroom in the French Quarter? But you found one? That's good. No, I didn't find one. What did you do? You don't want to know. Yes, I do. Now tell me. Be gross. Oh, but I do. You give me bad vibes. You know what? You want to know how I dealt with that insane explosive diarrhea that I got because of you? Is this some kind of power trip or something? Do you go around coaxing young men into eating old gray hot dogs most nights, or is this a special occasion? Special occasion. And then you follow them around and see where and how they took a shit? This is what you do on your weeknights? Yeah. I'm here, aren't I? Alright, fine. I'll tell you, but just remember that you asked. So after you leave the French Quarter, I'm standing there with flannel ass, enjoying my second hot dog. I can tell something's wrong in my stomach. I run up the street to use the bathroom, but it's some tourist trap, but the bouncer throws me out right when it's my turn in line. Excuse me. By that point, I'm desperate. I unlock my bike and start riding home as fast as I can. I nearly run over a couple pedestrians. I'm in Elysian Fields in St. Claude, major intersection. Tons of traffic built up for about a quarter of a mile because there's an accident. I know that I'm going to shit myself. It's coming. I'm in a state of complete panic. If I shit right there, dozens of people will see it. I need privacy fast. There's a stretched limo Hummer pilled onto the side of the road where people hanging out on the sidewalk next to it. Looks like a high school students. It's like maybe they're getting ready to go dance or something. They're all congregated on one side of the limo, like on the sidewalk. I'm in the street on the opposite side. So I drop my bite right there in the street and sneak into the limo as quietly as I can. No one's in there. They're all outside. I don't think twice. I just pull my pants down and let loose. There's a lot of it. It's taken a while. Should I keep going? Yes, this is disgusting. Please continue. You're disgusting. So anyway, while I'm in there, the kids shut the door, the driver climbs in, and all the lights at the rear of the limo go out. I guess the driver was just dropping the kids off downtown. I don't know. But at this point, it's just me and him. There's a tinted window that divides the cab from the rear of the limo. It'd be pretty hard for the driver to see me with the lights out. He gets on the phone, calls his wife or girlfriend, whatever, as he drives away. He thinks the limo's empty. He's got it on speakerphone. I can hear the whole conversation in the speaker right next to my head. First thing he says is how bad those kids stink. Said he'll never drive young kids like that again. Said they smell like baby diapers. That he starts like having phone sex. I'm not joking. They immediately launch into it, saying what they want to do to each other, all this stuff. Not like that's the biggest deal in the world, but for reasons I won't get into, I just really didn't want to be in there anymore. I try to open the door thinking, fuck it, I'll just jump out, but the door is locked. Oh my god, I check the others, they're all locked. I crawl up to the window and start tapping on it. Sir, you forgot me. He hangs up the phone, cracks the little tinted window. Who in the hell are you, he asks. I'm one of the kids. You forgot to drop me off. He starts shouting, what is that smell? What is that smell? My heart's beating out of my throat. I can't breathe. He rolls up the window, calls the police. Again, I could hear the entire conversation. Operator asks him what the problem is. He says, a man broke into his limo and took a shit in it. Just like that, a man broke into my limo and took a shit in it. They ask him his location. He pulls off on the side of the road and waits for the cops. I'm banging on the window, begging him to let me out, saying I'll pay for him to get it cleaned up. He pretends I'm not even there. Still care to listen? I gotta know how this ends. Of course. All right, so here's what gets me. The New Orleans Police Department has never showed up to anything on time. It takes them hours to show up to a murder scene, right? Well, a squad car pulls up behind the limo within like 3 minutes. At this point, I can't even explain it to you. I'm having a heart attack. I'm dying. I crouch down behind the door and wait. There's shit everywhere. It's on my shoes, my hands, my shirt. I have no alibi here. The man gets out, opens the door for the police. I spring out of there and just start running. I don't look back. I can hear the cops shouting. I turn into the neighborhood. There's a construction dumpster about a block away. I run like lightning towards that thing, dive in. There's barbed wire, nails, all that kinds of stuff. I'm getting scratched up. I don't care. Adrenaline is coursing through my veins. I burrow down deep into the heap of trash like a mole and hide. I can hear the police sirens. Squad car stops at the dumpster. They get out, look around, they shine the light right on me. I stay perfectly still, holding my breath. They leave. I wait a couple minutes. I climb out. I walk here. I take another shit. I'm so sorry. Yeah, well, hot dogs. What the fuck was that? Oh my god. I think that for tonight, I think that's where I'm gonna end the stream, just because like that's a hell of a story. I'll keep playing this game. It's really interesting to me. It's a lot of talking, so I don't know if I'll stream it again, but I recommend it if anybody's interested. But yeah, my throat is all scratchy at this point. Um, Thanks for anybody that stopped by and stuck around. You can find me on Twitter at OmniJam. You can find my gaming socials pin there. Join the Discord, and otherwise have